folks. We're back in beautiful Three Pines. It's spring. Love is in the air. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I've done some changes, and so I'm so excited to share them with you because I have, I don't know, I'm excited to share it with you because I feel like I have finally somewhat of like a blueprint in my head of what should be going on. So yeah, let me first, let me get him to put his hammer up because we don't want to be walking around like a crazy person with some tools that are dangerous, and so on and so forth. So here's the scoop. Here's what's happening. This entrance part hasn't really changed too much. I think all of this was the same. And I guess I should mention too really quick, hang tight. This is technically day 2 of spring. So I apologize, we're not truly starting out on day 1 of spring. And that is because I had did a lot of prep work day 1 of spring from when we last left off. Just so that we could kind of get into it. Do you know what I mean? Also, I didn't realize this, but the king of the land is Constantine I, who is a greedy king, which, depending on the king over the realm, I suppose, does affect the morale around the village. So yeah, this is going to be the kitchen area over here, and then we've got the food storage, the well, and then our resource storage here. We have the wood shop, the woodcutter shop, and I think this is just called a wood shop. So hang on, wood shop, lumberjack, okay? And you guys remember our artisan, what's his name? Racimir the artisan, which I think I'm going to promote him to be working in the wood shop, and then we'll try to find somebody else to fill in as a lumberjack. I will say too, my goal for this episode is to have at least 4 new villagers, because we already have 3. So I think trying to beat what we did last year is a pretty good endeavor to, strive to do. All right, so this is the sewing hut. I don't think that Racimir will stay in this house long term. Ideally, I like to have all of the jobs, the crafting jobs and so on, kind of close to the person's house so they don't have to walk long distance. Money is time, and I don't want them to walk a long way just to get to where they need to be to make money. So that his house will at some point change over to somebody else. But we got the sewing hut there. Farming is coming along already. We've got some greens poking out over in this bed, which I love. I think I need to actually plant some things here. So I may go into town and get some things. I don't know. Let me see what we got working with, because I don't think we have anything that I could plant. And don't. So we'll come back to that. But for right now, this garden plot has nothing but wheat growing in it. So yeah, and that will be good for flour. I think I could even use that in animal feed. So pretty versatile crop, I think. This will be the farm shed, and then this will be a barn. So those are some things that I still need to get built. And then going back down toward here, I have made quite some changes down here. I'm really excited to show y'all. Through here, I have officially started the fishing hut, which I'm so excited about. So I think, I still have to finish out the roof, but it's here. And then this will be the fisherman's home so that they can just walk out from their cottage, get straight to work, etc. Again, we also have, if y'all remember, some folks that live in this area. Lasota, who is our resident hunter, resident stoic, kind of a reserved guy, just my type. But he's taken. I think we have Wojciech here as well, who is our extraction lady. our strategist on finding quality goods and stowing them away. They both live in this cottage here. She works out of this hut. He works out of the hunter's hut. They have a nice view of the lake. And hopefully soon they'll have their own close neighbor nearby that they can fellowship with. So they really won't have to come up toward here unless it's just to get food. So yeah, to kind of go through quest lines and sort of what I would like to do, because I think the day is pretty much coming to an end for right now. We still need to finish constructing the barn. If you'll look on the right side, we've got chapter 6, the resourcefulness quest open, which is to construct a barn. So I think for tomorrow, I would like to go ahead and try to finish out the fishing hut, the fisherman hut, simply because it's already halfway done, and then make strides to completing the barn here. Yeah, that's what I would like to do. I'll probably go into town, try to figure out getting some more seed for the farm plots. And, yeah, then we'll just play everything else by ear. I like to get back on his quest, Unigost's story. Talk to Samber again. That guy. But yeah, let's go ahead and sleep till the next day. Alright. It's the next day. Beautiful morning. The sun is shining bright. Birds are chirping. All is right and well in the world. I'm just going to collect some berries because I don't want to forget I can use this as a source of fertilizer that I can stow away in the compost bin near the garden plots. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get as many of these things as I can. Let me get him something to drink before he dehydrates on us. Oh, but yeah, I'm so excited because it just feels like, year one is kind of always the roughest, but, you have a bit of hopefulness starting out year two, especially given the fact that we've now got folks working for us, so that's always good. All right, let me see if I can go ahead and finish this out really quick. I'm gonna go into first person mode just so I can see what I'm doing. All right, no, I still have a ways to go, don't I? All right, that's okay. Let's get our axe back to the ready. Okay. I'm trying to, I said this before, but I am trying to conserve some of the tree line around this little, is this a lake? Is it a pond? It has to be a pond, right? Lake. I don't know. I'm trying to conserve the tree line because I like the trees, so I don't want to deforest everything so soon. And I think I also, day one of spring, I think I killed the other bison that was chilling out around here, so I should not have another bison attack and run away like a scared little baby boy, because there shouldn't be any here because I've handled it. Okay, it's been handled, it's been taken care of. Get a couple of sticks too. I have to be mindful of the weight as well that he's carrying, because I've been playing some like in my own personal save for this in the Oxbow map, which for those of you who may not play this game, you have two maps. You have the valley, which we're in right now. This is more of a story mode map for Racimir. But then you also have what's called the Oxbow map, which is more of a free roam. You can even do co-op play in it. Not enough resources. Jeez Louise, hold on. Let me see, do I have any resources for this? No, okay. So in the Oxbow, I've been playing as a young lass named Oda, and I'll be honest, I'll be so real with y'all. I've been cheating on that. Like I have the capacity for weight limit turned off. I've got the health and water need and food need all turned off, so that she's essentially in God mode the entire time, is what they refer to it as. So I can pretty much just work to get my village started, and then once it's at a good stopping point, I'll then take away all of her invincibleness, so that she can be like everybody else around her, with depleting needs and so on. Alright, so let's see if I may very well not be paying attention to what the hut actually needs. I feel like we had enough straw, but my luck, it's probably straw that we lack, and not logs. I don't know. Let me make sure. What's up is what's up. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Alright, come on, buddy. Let's get it together. Yeah, okay, so this side requires straw. Look at me. Oh my gosh. Such a noob. Alright. That's okay. What I'll do is I'll go put these logs. Actually, no. I'll just leave them here for a second, because I kind of want to get this finished so we can get into town. Get to town and start, like, let's drop the whole stack. Get to town and actually start, getting stuff for our farm. Even though I despise the farming mechanics in this game, I've already said that. It's nothing to do necessarily with the game itself. I think it's well done. It's a lot. It's a lot to manage, and I don't particularly find it enjoyable. I think it's more of a headache than anything else. I would much rather do things like gathering, hunting, that sort of thing, than the farm work. I'm sorry. Alright, so I think each roof slot needs about 8 of these, so I'll just finish up picking some of these reeds, get the show on the road with this, okay? And yeah, we can move on to the barn. Y'all, not me out here fighting for my life, trying to get all these supplies for this barn being built, all these materials, and completely forgetting that I have people to collect these items. That's literally what Wojciech is for. I go to the resource storage and there's like over 400 straw available. So why I was stressing, I don't know. I was like trying to scramble to find straw. Alright, so we are done, I think, with this barn. Yes. Alright, so now we have unlocked another task for I guess this is chapter 7, starting a community. Build at least 15 buildings. So we've got 12 out of the 15 already done. And to be fair, I have the farmhouse, I'm sorry, not farmhouse, farm shed, almost rearing and ready to go, along with the sewing hut and then the kitchen down there. So we'll focus on that in just a bit. But I do have seed that I found, and I'm wondering, can I use it for anything? Spring? Yeah, I can. Wait. I want to be smart about this, because I also have flax. So can we just plant the flax seed? I think we can. Let me go ahead and plow this. That would probably be very helpful. Jade to Racimir if we went ahead and plowed this plot. He's going to get tired real quick, but I'm going to try my best. He also got 2 survival perk points for his skill tree in survival. So I had him unlock strong as an oak, which I believe helps in health needs. And then I think the other one may have been just a generic point in survival knowledge in general. So there's that. I'm doing flax because we have the sewing hut coming up to be built, and we'll need flax in order to create fabric such as linen, which will be handy for making some stylish clothes. I don't know how stylish they'll actually be starting out, considering it'll probably be us sewing them for at least the first 2 seasons. I I can't reckon that we'll be able to get a seamstress in the house anytime soon. Looks like we were able to unlock the hen house too, which is perfect because we'll desperately need the hen house for eggs and so on. But I kind of want to go ahead and finish the buildings that I've started. I don't want to half-heartedly, you know, do all this stuff and leave stuff undone. I don't like doing that. So we'll wait to get the hen house sorted. All right, flax is planted. That is good. That is great. I think the best thing that we could do is probably try to go ahead and finish up maybe the kitchen. Yeah, we'll finish doing the kitchen. Day again is already waning. Everybody around the village is working hard. Nobody is hardly working. Everybody is doing what they're supposed to be doing, which I love. We'll get this knocked out really quick. It looks like I may have everything as far as material goes in my pocket, which is great. And do. What is that? There we go. You still got more? Okay. My bad. There we go. Kitchen is done. Yay. Looks good. Right? Does that look good? Let's check it out in aerial. In aerial mode. Aerial. Right, come on. There we go. I've also been trying to make sure that like the buildings and everything are pretty straight with the road that I've created, but I don't know. It may not be looking too good. It may not be looking too great at all. I don't know. Day 4 of spring, close to the final day. I think for now we already have 13 out of 15 of the houses, or buildings rather, completed, which is great. I think that's fantastic. I killed some boar last night before turning in. Not me, Racimir did. I did it through Racimir, right? Racimir, killed some wild boar. So therefore I have some simple bags prepared to sell in town. So I'm going to have him travel to town. For all I know, everything back at home base is pretty good. Everybody's got food. Everybody's got water, firewood, and tools they need to succeed. So yeah, I think what we'll do is I'm going to have him go ahead and sell off these bags. And then we'll try to make some headway again in Unigoth's story. Since I've finished the barn, I've finished the fishing hut, I've also finished the kitchen. Fantastic. I'll just have to get the sewing hut done, right? And then I completely forgot I have the fisherman's cabin that I need to do too. There's a lot of stuff going on, okay? So I think once I have that done, then all will be right and well in the world. Let me where's Matilda? Matilda is our girl. I said this before. I feel like Racimir and Matilda would be really good friends. She's the seamstress. She's the local seamstress, and I don't know why. I just feel like she's a real one, right? She's a real one. We come here, we sell our simple bags to her, and she's like, "Yep, you're the only person I trust to buy simple bags from. Only you, Racimir." Alright, we'll go ahead and sell those off. Excellent. No, we don't need anything else. Take care, Matilda. Take care of yourself. Alright. Onward to pursue Unigoth's story. So we need to go talk to Samber, which is already marked on our linear map up at the very top of our screen. So we'll just make our way downtown to chit-chat with Samber again, the one-eyed hermit who's not very nice. Did that fox just kill this? And did. Alright, well, lucky for us, we were walking right here. We can just go ahead and take that. It's great. Fantastic. What a lucky day. It's a nice start. Samber's house is just right above here. Here he is, walking out. Oh, okay. What took you so long? Hello, I heard that you were looking for me. You need to kill it. Whoa, easy. What are you talking about? That blasted owl, of course. Can't you hear it? What owl? I don't hear anything. Sure, it's called wildlife. You practically live in the forest. How is that new to you? Yeah, I'm gonna say that. He is in the middle of the wilderness, and technically he would be in the owl's territory. Don't try to make an old fool out of me now, boy. This is insane. This bloody owl is making me insane. Try to calm down and describe the problem to me if you want my help. I don't really feel like we would need to describe the problem. I would assume that there's an owl. I think I know what the problem is, but still. I can't sleep because of that bird. It hoots and hoots and hoots. I want it dead. Why can't you deal with it yourself? Yeah, I mean, Samber technically is a hunter, so one would think. I don't hunt anymore. Are you serious? You literally live in a hunter's lodge. I didn't build this place. The hunter died a while ago. Okay. And I just took it. I like it. At least I did before this bloody owl showed up. That's so funny. I just assumed he was a hunter. Obviously he's not. If you don't mind me asking, I do mind you asking. Do you buy your meat now? I don't see you keeping any animals. Listen to me, you little brat. I don't have to explain myself to you, not now and not ever. But if it will make you shut up, no, I don't buy any meat. Lately, I tend to eat mostly vegetables and grains. That's exactly what my food eats. Yeah. See, Racimir, he hunts, all right? I mean, even on the way here, I think we killed one rabbit and a wolf, and there was a couple of POIs, but there was nothing too valuable in them. So yeah, Racimir is doing it. Samber is not. You're so annoying. Ugh. During my life, I did some things, bad things that shouldn't be done, nor by me, nor by anyone. It changed when I met your uncle. He helped me atone, at least in some way. So when our ways parted, I made a promise to myself, no more violence, no more blood on my hands, but if you keep getting on my nerves, I may just revoke my promise. Do you want that? Excuse me, dear sir, I have an owl to hunt. Yeah. So let's go search for this alleged owl. I'm going to switch over to first person mode so that I can see what's going on a little bit more clearly. I could kind of hear the noise. Do y'all hear it? Oh goodness. Finally, there he is. Good grief. Avos? Go away, I'm working. What are you doing here? It's none of your business. He's being a creep. Oh, I believe it is. You're the owl, aren't you? No idea what you're talking about, mate. I'd leave if I were you. Do you even know what you're doing? Yeah, earning the easiest coins in my life. That's all that matters to me. Oh, really? Well, I've just been sent to kill this noisy owl. Are you trying to threaten me? Be careful of your next words. Not at all. It's not me you should be afraid of, but my employer. Yeah, and who's that supposed to be? Samber. Well, I don't know any Wait, did you say Samber? That's right. Listen, man, I don't want any trouble. He said, he turned that around real quick, didn't he? He said, I was just hired to come in here from time to time and pretend to be an owl. I had no idea I was crossing your boss. I'll leave and never come back. Please, just let me be. Relax, just tell me who hired you and be on your way. You think you could just walk away from something like that? Samber is pissed. I'm gonna say relax, just tell me who hired you and be on your way, because I'm curious. It was Volrad. Okay. He lives in a place called Tutki. That's all I know, I swear. I believe you, and I hope I won't regret that, because if I do, you won't. That's the truth, and I'll never come back here again. Alright then, you go now. Excellent. We need to go back to Samber, let him know what's up. And likely we'll have to travel to Tutki. But unfortunately, I don't have any torches to even set up camp, so this may be something we have to wait on. I don't know, we'll see. And I took care of your owl. Is it dead? No, but he's gone and won't be back. He? I mean, you know, you could say that, because it's not like... That's crazy. I know that it will sound mental, but that wasn't really an owl. It was a man hired to pretend to be one. What are you talking about? That's absurd. Believe me, I know. He was supposedly hired by a man called Volrad. Do you know him? He really got me. So do you? Of course I know him. He was one of us, the Undying Fist. Was he really? The owl said he lives in a place called Tutki. Yes, it's not far from here. He lives there with his family selling donkeys. I guess that fits because he was always an A. I would love to meet him, and you will, because you will deliver a parcel to him for me. No problem. What is it? Let me guess. It's another knuckle sandwich. Yeah, we'll just say that. He said, no, this time it's a real gift. And what's that? A special surprise, but you need to come back later. I need some time to prepare it. Actually, come back tomorrow. I'll make it grander. All right, see you tomorrow. All right, so it is the next day. I actually was able to get some straw from the swamp. I completely forgot that there is straw here. So I'm going to grab just a couple more in case I need to make some more torches and set up a camp or so. Just get a few. It looks like I also got some perk points in, what was that, diplomacy? Yeah. Oh, I got 2. Nice. Alright, so I think we should do the barter. It says 10% better selling and buying prices. I think that will definitely come in handy. Empathy, charming, 10% more affection points gained while flirting, interacting. Okay, yeah, let's do that one too. Because we do need to think about him getting a lady for himself. And who knows, I have a goal of getting at least 4 new villagers, you know, living at 3 Pines. It's possible that one of them could potentially end up being his future wife. We'll see. But right now we're going to complete the other task of Unigaw's story, so we need to go back to Samber. He's just up here. Hopefully he's up and at him. It is pretty early in the morning because I don't want to have to wait around for him. I think he's in this, yeah, this building, and he's awake. Great. What is it now? Is the parcel ready? Yeah. Yes, all nice, warm, and ready. Did you say warm? No, did you? I'm pretty sure that, here it is. Go to Tutki and give it to Volrad himself, as you wish. Delivering a package to Volrad. Unfortunately, Tutki really isn't that... No, actually, it is far off. It's over 1,200 meters away. So I guess we'll just travel there, deliver our package. Tutki is right here, so we'll need to try to locate our man. There he is, Volrad. Oh, is he in the house? Yeah. He's in this cute little home. Excuse me? One is bright, the other dark, both filled with a spark. Her eyes, you must be Racimir. How does he know us? That's crazy. Well, it's actually didn't he say that? Racimir? I don't know. Never mind. How do you know my name? I knew your uncle Jordan. Besides, I've always been good with names. Rani gasped. Alright. What are you doing here? I would never think to see you in the flesh. Samber sent me to you. He asked me to deliver this parcel. Oh, my sweet child. I would throw that away immediately if I were you. Why? Well, taking that I know this guy for over 20 years and that I can smell this parcel from over here, I can guarantee you that it contains his feces. Gross. What the heck is wrong with him? And why wouldn't Racimir be able to smell that en route? You know what I mean? Like, he should have, the dialogue should have said, why does this smell bad? Why does this parcel stink? Well, he couldn't fool a master prankster, but he sure pulled a number on you. A number 2. That's extremely childish. I guess it is kind of funny. I would think it was funny, but I wouldn't think that it was funny if it happened to me, so I'll just say that's extremely childish. Thank you, Racimir. I'm doing my best to stay in good shape. That was not supposed to be a compliment. Anyway, I hope that bag of crap was the only thing bringing you to me. Of course not. I've been actually talking with Unigost and Samber about the pack. So you know, amazing. I was afraid that I'll let the cat out of the bag. We had to be very careful not to share our business with anyone, always trying to be invisible, anonymous. Well, that must have been weird for Jordan when he became the Castellan. All this attention. My uncle was the Castellan. Did we know that? No, obviously we didn't. Oh, I skipped a dialogue, but that's interesting. Must have slipped his mind. Maybe he said before that Unigost didn't mention that, which he didn't. I would love to hear more stories. I'm trying to learn as much as I can about my uncle. Good thing you found me then. I love reminiscing all the adventures of the menacing phantoms. Oh Lord. Menacing phantoms? That was the name of the pack. They didn't tell you that? Those old farts and their memory problems. I'm going to tell you all about it. I love how all of the members of this group of guys that's like Robin Hood gang, I love how they all can't decide on what the name of their group was. It's all different. Though I'll say this one, the Menacing Phantoms, is a lot better than Samber's The Undying Fist, if I'm going to be completely honest. I'm going to tell you all about it, but first, I need your help. You see, a large pack of wolves formed in the forest nearby. I'm afraid that they will attack us at any moment now. Oh my, that sounds really serious. It is. That's why I need to build a palisade as soon as possible. I already have a plan for it. It won't be as much as a palisade, but a wooden maze all around Tutkey. That way the wolves will get lost, confused, and less likely to attack. What an amazing idea. Well, that doesn't sound right. I'm going to say that. I've got all the necessary tools. All I need is some logs, and that's where I need your help. Sure thing. I can help you gather some materials. How much logs do you need? I believe 1,000 will do. 1,000? You can't be. Quickly. Ram pam pam. There's no time to waste. Yeah, I'm not doing that. What's troubling you, Rudolph? Just to make clear, you were pranking me with the logs, right? What do you mean? The wolves are... Yeah, you got me. Yeah, that was so bad. Like, there's no way to cut... I mean, you could cut 1,000 logs, but there's no way that I could deliver them with Racimir. He couldn't carry them all. You got me. I was just messing around. But there is something I'd like your help with, actually. I need you to kill my cow. Right. Is it sentenced for treason? Probably collaborated with those wolves. You can't be serious. I'm afraid this time it's not a joke. We've bought this cow a few years back. Her name is Marla. She stopped giving milk a while ago. My wife insists that we butcher her because soon meat will become inedible. But I just can't. She feels like a part of our family now. Kids grew up along with her. We're all sharing memories together. You share memories with a cow? Oh, don't be like that. You know what I mean. Will you put her down? Just do it out of my sight. No problem. I don't have feelings for food. I don't want to kill your cow, man. We'll just say no problem so that we can get out of this house. Talking to this man about his cow. I think the cows, because we have been here previous, yeah, cows are here. So this is this her? Yeah, this is Marila, something, whatever her name is. Sorry, girl. Should we skin her too? I guess, might as well. And then we could just give him the meat if we need to do that. So we'll go back to Volrod. Here he is. Hi, Riffraff. Oh my gosh. Where can I find... Could you move a little? Farewell? Huh. Oh, we need to talk to Amanda. Sorry. That must be his wife. Where's she at? There she is. So I guess we could give her the meat. Hello, you're Volrad's wife, I presume. That's me, Amanda, and you are... My name's Racimir. I'm Jordan's nephew, or rather, I was. I'm sorry, honey, I've never met your uncle, but Volrad and him sure were close friends. What can I help you with? I'm actually here to help you with your problem. Volrad told me about Marla. Oh, are you going to help... this big baby with soldering? Yes, we already did it. Finally, thank you for that. Better be quick with it before my overly sensitive husband changes his mind. I will. We already took care of it. I guess now we need to talk to Volrad. Alright, so we've caught up with Volrad. He's just here in this field. How did it go? I killed it. So you really did it, huh? Isn't that what you wanted? Wanted? No, but I guess that's what had to happen. What about a story about the pack then? Oh Lord, not another story about the pack. Naturally, a deal is a deal, my friend. Before meeting Jordan in the pack, I was I guess you could call me a gambling artist or a professional dice player. But it would be simpler to call me a common crook. I think they kind of all were common crooks, or like not very savory people to be around. I was traveling from tavern to tavern where I would cheat using my special dice and earn some money. I was pretty decent with my act, but Jordan saw through me right away. His eyes were burning a hole in my palm while I was switching the dice, and when I dared to glance in his way, he smiled at me. Even though he knew I was cheating and lost playing with me, he didn't say a thing. Paid up, shook my hand, and left the table. I was intrigued like never before, so I followed him. I saw him meeting with the rest of the pack, so I followed them too. I didn't even know when I lost sight of Samber, but suddenly he grabbed me from behind. The giant picked me up by the throat with one hand, threatened to kill me if he sees me one more time. That must have been terrifying. Smart thing to do would be to run and stay away from those people, but I've never been a smart man. So I kept on following them. Next time, Samber added beating to the threat. I couldn't see for 2 weeks out of my left eye, but I didn't stop. They were more and more annoyed with me, so they just started to ignore me instead. It didn't bother them that I was following them. Then it stopped bothering them that I was riding near them, then with them. So he just kind of ingratiated himself into the pack. He wasn't even invited, which is kind of awkward. It's like, I guess now he's here, we can't get rid of him. So I started camping with them as well. I eat with them. Finally, one day when they entered a tavern, I sat with them at the table, and Jordan just passed me a cup and a plate, just like he did for everyone else. Unigost asked me about my name, and that was it. I was part of the family. So you were like a stray dog that didn't want to go away. Pretty much, that's the gist of what I'm getting from Volrod. Exactly that. I know how stupid it sounds. Pathetic, really. Is that his wife? Just pulled us up. Just like, what are y'all two talking about? He's got work to do. But looking back, that was the best decision I've ever made. Sure, they were making fun of me from time to time, treating me differently at first. I was the youngest of them all, but after a while, I really felt like one of them, and I knew they loved me. That's really beautiful. I'll never forget my first mission. We were tricking a countess into signing over her mansion to the orphanage. It was amazing. I felt ecstatic, and just at the same time, a noble crook, without any guilt, but a sense of achievement. And I did good. Even Jordan's right hand said so. You mean Unigost? Unigost? Well, he and Jordan were certainly like brothers, but I believe it was always clear to everybody that it was Kestrel who was second in command. Kestrel? Who's that? They didn't tell you about her? Well, then I won't as well. It's not my story to tell. You should go and talk to Unigast. I will. It was an immense pleasure meeting you, Volrad. I feel like we've come across Kestrel somewhere. I think she was an NPC that we couldn't quite interact with yet. Maybe I'm misremembering, but I think she's in the town near us. I believe she's in the town near us. And for me as well, Jordan would have liked you, I can promise you that. Till next time, Ratatouille. Till next time. Alright, we got some dynasty points with that, which is great. We need to go and chat with Unigast, but I don't think I'm going to go chat with him just yet, honestly. I think I'm going to take a ride back toward Gustovia, but I'm going to head back to Three Pines, because if you look at the top left side of the corner, it looks like we've got some supplies that are needed for some of our villagers. We made it back to Three Pines. The day is naturally waning, and literally as soon as I got here, the notification came off for the tools, but I know that they need tools. It looks like a pickaxe is needed for the excavation shed, and then what else? Farming. Okay, that's just showing that the farm shed isn't done, as well as the sewing hut, which I already know this, and then the houses too. Okay, I could probably go ahead and craft a couple of pickaxes for Wojciechka, and we can stow them away in the excavation shed. Excellent. Alright, so he's already kind of weighted down because of the tools in his inventory, but that's alright. I wonder if we could also go ahead and just finish out the sewing hut, because I did pick up some logs, but yeah, okay. I was gonna say it may have used it all from making those tools now that I think about it. That's alright. We'll go ahead and drop off these tools really quick. And then once we do that, I think I may have enough materials to finish up the sewing hut, which will give us 14 out of the 15 buildings that we need to complete. Honestly, the next building that I do need to work on instead of the farming shed or the farm shed is another house for another villager, because I would like to get the fishing started, you know what I mean, so that we have another source of food, but also another source of something to sell. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop off the wooden or stone pickaxes. We'll do these 3 because I like to keep one on hand just in case. Does she need a shovel? I don't know why I thought she needed axes. You know what? I think it's Unimir who needs the axes. That's alright. But yeah, I think the next building project to get done should definitely be another cottage for another villager. I do wonder who I should get. I feel like I should go, I think it's Yazeritza, that's the fishing village, and so I'm just assuming that the people there would probably have a high skill in fishing. Like the travelers that sit around the fire, they probably would have a higher skill in fishing, because Yazeritza is like a little fishing village. Alright, let me go ahead and drop off these axes because we are very encumbered. We really only need about 2 axes, I think, in our inventory. Did y'all hear that? No, my friend, it would be far better to be alone than to be in a loveless marriage. Are you crazy? Oh, Unimir, our tortured artist. Okay, so let me put some stuff away really quick that I got. I'm going to keep the flour, I'm going to keep the fur, because I can sell those items. Additionally, I can make some more simple bags with the leather. I found some POIs, so that's why I have some of this stuff on hand. I'll put the wheat in there, as well as that woolen thread. And I feel like I need to sell some of these seedlings that I have too. I need to go to Denitsa again and drop that stuff off because I don't really need it right now, to be perfectly honest. I don't think that there's anything else in my inventory that I need to drop off in here. I definitely need to be making that Monday because we are very low on funds. Very, very low on funds. What else do we have in here? Yeah, see, we have logs and stuff, so I'll go ahead and get a couple of these so that I can kind of make a dent in building the sewing hut. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, wait, before I forget, let me drop off some of this roasted meat that I've got because we've got a lot. We've got a lot, or not roasted meat, just normal meat. Uncooked meat. Alright, let's go back toward our hut, our cabin, our cottage. Go ahead and build this up. Alright. I don't have enough sticks. That's crazy. Kind of figured I wouldn't have enough straw, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish that up. We'll turn in and then it'll be the next season. We'll start the next season. Looks like we got a pop-up when the season changed. It says dangerous storm. A sudden fierce storm struck your village at night, damaging some of the buildings. Great. Thankfully, no one was hurt. Time to assess the damage and plan for necessary repairs. We have 8 buildings that got damaged. You've got to be joking. That's crazy work. Alright then. Oh, I completely forgot to pay the taxes. Oh my gosh, how could I forget? So can I not and the taxes are not that much, but I don't even have that. I don't even have the funds to pay that either, so that's not great. That's not great at all. Oh, I hate that. We gotta do better. I'm gonna go ahead and make those. I finished the sewing hut last night. I cannot believe I missed paying taxes. What the heck? Alright, so that's done. Look at that. Our flax is coming up. That's awesome. Is this ready? I think it is. Yeah, this is all ready to harvest, which is amazing, honestly. The next thing, like I said, that I want to work on is that house down there, but I think I may need to reassess what everybody is doing as far as tasks go for their jobs. So like, for example, in the woodshed where Racimir is, which by the way, this is damaged, I definitely want more logs to be gotten and less sticks because we got a lot of sticks. So I'm going to put this at 10% and then we'll have this gotten the majority of the time. Because to be honest, I really need that to be able to build stuff. And, I think that's it for now at least. Ugh, everybody's house has got... Alright, let's, repair some of this stuff. Repair. Alright, so it looks like Unimir's poor house got damaged. Oh, I gotta get sticks. I probably have to get a good amount of sticks and straw now that I think about it for the wattle and the roofs and stuff. So let me grab that. Gosh, it really bothers me that we didn't get the taxes paid. Like, it wasn't that expensive, but I got distracted. Alright, got the sticks. Let's get some straw. We'll just do 30. Alright, let's repair that. Resource storage definitely needs to be the first priority thing to get fixed because this is what houses all of our goods. So you definitely don't want that to be in a state of disrepair. Alright, so that is fixed. The kitchen was the other thing that needed to get fixed. So we'll go ahead and do that really quick. There we go. Nice. Alright. That's good to go. The woodshed. Woodshed. I need to just remember that that's what this is called. I keep calling it something else. Or not woodshed, workshop. Oh my gosh. But the woodshed also needs repair. So we'll go ahead and do that really quick too. Nice. Alright, let's take a look at Unimir's home. Good grief, he has a whole hole in his house. Alright, we don't have enough resources. What does he need? A log? Okay. Good gravy. Alright, he needs a log, sticks in here. More sticks. And straw. We could go ahead and repair this portion of it. There we go. I think we could also do these too. Alright, there we go. I wonder why this needs a log. I mean, I guess because the door is there. I don't know. We'll come back to it. Alright, what else got damaged in the terrible, terrible storm that was? Yeah, their house over here. Oh, the Hunter Lodge too. I didn't realize that. I guess everything pretty much got damaged for the most part. Okay. That's fixed. You're welcome, Lesotha. I need to fix this too. At some point, I would like to come back through to these folks' homes and like insulate them. You know what I mean? I think that would be nice. I'm pleased to report that the future fisherman's cottage is completed, which in turn means that we finished the chapter 7 of a community, building a community or something along those lines, of getting the 15 buildings needed for our village done. So that's great. It now has opened up chapter 8 called A Big Game. We need to hunt a moose, a vicent, and a boar, one of each of those. I think what I'm going to do is wait on that because I kind of like to go ahead and get I'd like to get a fisherman established here. I think the fishing hut requires let me see what the requirements are for that. I want to say they need knives and a fishing spear, which I don't have the ability to craft fishing spears yet, but I think I have one fishing spear, but that's not going to be enough. Yeah, a fishing spear and a knife is what's needed. Okay. Yeah. I'll have to try to find some fishing spears, some theft maybe involved. I don't know. I don't want to buy I don't want to buy it because I really don't have the money. The coin rather, and I can always craft stone knives for them. So I think I'm going to hold off on the quests for now. At least for the hunting portion. I could probably go ahead and continue Unigoth's story. I also moved the resource storage a little bit further down in the middle of the village so that I didn't have to walk all the way up there to get resources. It's sort of in the midpoint. It's probably not going to stay there forever, but it'll do. It'll do for now. Also, I did increase a couple of his Racimir's skills and some of the skill trees. So like he's completely maxed out with his carry weight, which is awesome. He got skill points in survival and what is this? Extraction. And I think that was it that I just leveled up for him. So yeah. there's that. Let me go ahead and harvest the crops lest I forget, because I think what we could do is get some more seeds from this, but also sell the crops, which I would like to do. And because the season has changed, the folks in town should have more funds. And then I also have a perk point that I used to increase the buy and sell prices. So that's good. Where did the sickle go? There it is. Let's change out this for that. It's good. Okay. I don't think I need the farm shed in order to like turn. I think it's the barn that I can get seeds from. So we'll go ahead and collect this. And I want to say, I'll have to look into it. I already told y'all, I've already expressed I'm not a fan of the farming in this game. But I want to say that this will come back in the spring if I just leave it, especially if I get a farmer here, which I think that's what I'll work on, as well as getting someone out to tend to the field. That'll be good. So yeah, we'll just get the flax ready. The flax will be great for our sewing hut, like I said. We'll also need to get some seeds from it too. Almost done. There we go. All right, nice. I think we can go here now and yeah, threshing floor, flaxseed. All right, so let's do 10. Nice. All right, so we should have some seed, and then I'm going to put some into the sewing hut. We can put about, we'll do 51. I think that, or 40, should we do 41? We'll do 41, and then we've got flaxseed. Not a lot of flaxseed. We've got flax stalk as well, so we could probably craft some more seed when we get ready to. Because the flax is what, flaxseed, flax stalk. Okay, no, maybe I have that confused. Maybe it's the flax stalk. Type of crafting material can be used. Yeah, okay, so we need to put this in here. Okay, now let me go ahead and do the wheat. We'll work on getting the wheat threshed as well. It's the next day and we're traveling to Denitsa. I got some things to sell in town, so we're going to make some stops in some of the vendors in Denitsa. But I was able to finish building out the farm shed last night, so that's done, which is great. I had said before going to Yezeritsa to maybe find someone who's proficient in fishing, but I want to make sure that I'm using Racimir's time wisely because I feel like I'm kind of jumping everywhere. So what I'll do is once I get some of the products that I have sold to the vendors, I'll check and see at this traveler's encampment if there's anybody that's good at fishing, and get them at least settled into the cottage, and then try my best to find some fishing spears. Let's talk to Dagobert really quick. Oh, sorry, girl. So sorry, did not mean to push you. Okay, hey.
Hail, friend.
Show me your wares. Alright, let's go ahead. We're gonna sell him our tree seedlings really quick. Perfect. I've got some wheat that we can sell to him. I'm gonna keep the straw. I'm gonna keep the sticks. We'll sell the fur. The flax too, because that's why I have that there. I also made a lot of flour, but I forgot to put some of it into the food storage. So I'm not really wanting to sell all of the flour, just some of it. There we go. We'll keep that. I'll have to remember to put it back up into the food storage. And then I think that's it. No. I need to sell some simple bags too. I'll just go ahead and sell it to him. We'll do the 16. Nice. All right.
See you around.
Now then, we've got that taken care of. That's done. Farm shed back at home is done. Fisherman's hut's done. Let's chat with some of the travelers. Where are they? They're here, aren't they? Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's ladies too. Alright. Alright, Miroslava. Why isn't it showing? There we go. Alright, so Yuneoslava. Haven't we talked to her before? Bolvina is good at extraction. She's good at survival. She's pretty good at all the other stuff. We could hire her to be the fishing woman. Miroslava. Let's chat with her really quick. See what she's all about. Oh no. I accidentally went ahead and clicked for her to. Can I not? Okay, great. Never mind, girl. I don't even know if she would be interested in it. I was gonna ask her, like, what do you prefer to do? But all right, let's go ahead and get her situated. Bolvina. Let's get her into this house. We're just gonna put her by herself. We're not gonna pair her up with anybody just yet. And yeah, I need to go get some. Oh, and you know what? I think I have some skill points. I do in farming. Okay, so we could do skilled farmer, 25% chance to harvest additional. Okay, yeah, definitely. And I've got one more. Slower durability loss of farming tools, village whistleblower. I don't have a mount, meaning like I don't have a horse or anything yet, so I'm not going to do that. But we could do this for less stamina consumption. Alright, that's fine. Okay, yeah, so we're good on that front. We've got a fishing woman who will be inhabiting and then working as the main fisher person. So yeah, that's good. I just need to get her settled up with some tools really quick. You guys remember I was like, oh, I'll just try to pickpocket some fishing spears. Well, I came all the way to Yazeritza. Unfortunately, there were no fishing spears to be found. So I ended up having to buy them. It is what it is. That's the right thing to do anyway. I think there's a POI up here, so hopefully there's some good stuff. I also realized that I misread when it says, oh, okay, we got some copper ore. That's nice. I don't know if he's going to be able to hold all of these, but we'll take this torch and we'll take the stone pickaxe. We'll just leave the other stuff. I wish that sometimes the points of interest would have just a little bit of coin. That would be great. But I realized that the challenge for chapter 8 is not, oh gosh, there's a bison nearby. It's not a boar, it's a bear. It's a bear. And I think I said boar earlier because I was literally thinking, oh, that's not so bad. Not so bad at all. No, it's a whole bear, which is terrifying to think about, trying to hunt that down. But since we are in the area of where a Vicent would be, I'm kind of scared. But you know, we're already here. Might as well, right? I don't even see any of them. Are they... They usually don't tend to be too high up. as far as like elevation goes, they're usually amongst like more flat terrain like this, with a lot of trees, like a lot of dense trees I've noticed. Because even where our village was originally set, y'all remember there was Vicent. There was, I think, 2 of them, maybe 3. I think all the animal spawns are in 3s. And yeah, they tend to be in areas like this, where the ground is kind of flattish, but it's densely populated with trees. So, I don't know. If the Vicent isn't showing itself, it's not showing itself. Maybe you see it on your screen, and I don't. Our town that we're traveling to is up ahead. I didn't run into any moose or Vicent or bears. Did run into some boars. But anyway. Alright, so we're here in Lesnitz. Let me go ahead and put that away. I'm gonna look for here. Gisela is right here. We could sell her perhaps some of our stuff. I don't even know if she would want this because she's a huntress. And she's probably like, why do I need this, actually? Why do I need this? Alright, so we'll sell that to her as well as the tin. We could sell her the feathers because I don't really need them right now. And we've got plenty back in the village. We'll sell the pear wine as well. And I don't have anything else to sell to her at this time. I am kind of curious to see what I am kind of curious to see what the encampment situation over here is like. Do they live here? Okay, no. So we've got Ledurg, Yakert, and Ostrovald. Okay. I don't even know why I'm looking at these folks because I really don't have a space for them at this moment. So I guess we could go ahead and head toward home. Is this the way that you would go? I think so. Let's yeah, because y'all remember this is where we got ambushed by bandits. Do you guys see the moose? He's like right here. Oh my goodness. I don't know. There's like, I only have 12 arrows left. I just hunted a stag. I feel like I have to whisper. But I don't know. I don't think that there's very much good luck with the arrows hitting moose. Oh jeez. Oh, there's 2 of them. Oh goodness. Wait, let me keep my eye on the one. I don't see where he went. Alright, there's a blood spot here. Okay. I obviously must have gotten him, but didn't realize that I got him. Where is he? Wait, what is... Hello? Where did he go? Oh, the day is getting late. I can't see anything. Yeah, those are deer. I'm looking for that moose. I obviously hit him. That's crazy. I would honestly be willing to stay the night just to find that moose. See, there's another one. This is a female. Oh, come on, girl. Girl, just give up. Come here. Oh, jeez. Can't see nothing. Oh, wait, I think she's about to expire. Come on, Racimir. Racimir's almost down for the count as far as like his energy, if I keep doing that. Come on, girl. Is this her? Has to be. There we go. Nice. Alright. Took forever. Alright, so we'll be able to make a lot of simple bags, I think, with this, the material. Yeah. Got 15 leather. That's excellent. And then on top of the stag that I hunted earlier, if I could find that male moose, that would be fantastic. Because I know I hit him. Otherwise, it wouldn't have shown the trail of blood. I'll have to find him. I'm going to set up a camp. I think that's what I'll have to do. I'm going to set up a camp. And we'll just, let me collect some material. We'll just try to find him at daybreak. Couldn't locate that moose, but I did find, I had tried hunting, couldn't find the game that I shot, so I was able to actually find some of them. There was a doe and a stag, and I think there was one more, but I'm not gonna sweat it. I couldn't find the moose. The game is actually pretty good about leaving any sort of animal that you've hunted in that spot, so it's possible I may find it again, but I kind of need to go ahead and head back toward Three Pines instead of just trying to waste time locating a moose. Oh, looks like he's hungry. We'll go ahead and get him some water and eat that roasted meat. We've got plenty of meat that we can get roasted once we get back to Three Pines. So far we've gotten 1 out of the 3 big game challenge or chapter completed. I hate it that I couldn't find the male moose, but it is what it is. I think what we'll do is I'll have him go back home, drop off some of the, oh, I hear a wolf. Oh no! Great. Where is it at? I don't have many arrows. I think not only is there a wolf up ahead, but a Vicent is also up ahead too. A couple of changes have been made. First off, big thing, I was able to kill a Vicent, but it took me so many tries that yeah, I didn't think about filming it. So we're on day 4, still in summer. It's kind of late in the evening. I came back to Three Pines because I wanted to show you guys what all has changed. I created another farming plot here. This is planted with cabbage. I need to get some fertilizer so that I can plant 2 more spots here. Currently, I think I have some berries in here in the compost bin, but I may just purchase some fertilizer from a vendor because I was able to get some leather from the Vicent that we hunted and make some additional bags, so I can always sell those in town. So we'll head over to Denitsa. I feel like I'm everywhere, but we'll head back over toward Denitsa to at least get the bags sold. Fisherwoman Balvina is all squared away. She's got her tools and everything that she needs to succeed. But we won't go disturb her. She's down there. She's settled in her cottage. All is well and right. And yeah. It's raining. It's a summer rain. It sounds peaceful. But I just realized that Racimir is stinky. How is the rain not helping with his... It's kind of crazy. We're in Denitza. The bell just rang, so I think everybody's like getting off of work and stuff. Let me see where Dagobert is, because he's the guy that sells just about everything. Oh, wait. We could sell some stuff to Kinga. Looks like she also sells kind of an assortment of stuff too, so that's really nice. I just want to get rid of these bags, honestly. Hopefully she's got enough to accommodate with the pricing and everything. We'll do 59 bags to her. Excellent. Let me see if she has some fertilizer. I think she runs the tavern. Isn't there a tavern here? I could be making that up. Okay. She doesn't have... Okay, Dagobert's in his house. Don't go to bed yet, Dagobert. Oh no, they're all going to sleep. Great. Wait. Okay, good. He's still awake. I can barely see him. Alright, I just need fertilizer, and he's got plenty of it. We'll get 16. That should be enough. Do I have anything else I could sell to this man? Oh, I have a Vicent skull from when I killed the Vicent. We'll go ahead and sell that to him. I need my cabbage seed in order to finish planting out the rest of those farming plots. And then I think everything else I can keep. Thanks, man. I appreciate you staying up well past your bedtime to help me in that endeavor. Okay, so let me go ahead, scurry back to 3 Pines. Oh, you know what? Are these berries? And I just want to make sure that I've got more fertilizer for the next season, because I may very well have some more seeds in stock. I think I have carrots, and I think that's it. I might have beetroot, but I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, I have other crops that I could start as well, so having plenty of berries to spoil in the compost, will be very helpful. I should say, when I finished up the 3rd farming plot, Racimir was able to unlock a pigsty. Similarly to the chicken house, it's going to require someone to manage it. At this time, he would really be the only one that I could, manually manage those buildings. And I'm just not ready to get animals just yet. I don't really think we can afford it, to be perfectly frank. We could probably afford the chickens, no problem. They're a little bit on the cheaper end as far as spending coin goes. But, yeah, the pigsty will also generate fertilizer for us to use in farming. Naturally, you could also kill the pigs for meat, but, you probably wouldn't want to do that. At least if you don't have, a surplus of them, you know what I mean? And they're overtaking, which I don't know how many animals you can have of the same kind. I don't know if there's a cap off. But let's go ahead and get this fertilized. I can't see anything, but that's alright. Okay, so that's done. And then we'll go ahead and plant. Hold on. Let's plow this. This is unplowed. Okay. Then we'll go ahead and sow this cabbage seed. Okay. Excellent. Alright. We're all squared away with that. So now we've got 3 farming plots. We've got the flax for the sewing hut once it gets up and running. We've got wheat, which we can make flour. I'm fairly certain you can use it in creating animal feed as well in the future. And then we've got cabbage for just something additional to eat. You could put cabbage in soups and things in the kitchen. But for now, we're going to have him head straight to bed. And then tomorrow, I think we'll try to continue with Unigost's story. So we'll head to Gustovia. I wanted to just go through the resource storage inventory and check to see what all we have in terms of crafting products and material, etc. And we're getting kind of close to the storage capacity. It can only hold 1,000 kg, and we're kind of within the max. We're a little over 800. So I I may have to try and create another resource storage. I don't know. And additionally, I saw that we've got a good amount of clay, which that was something I had brought up earlier, was I would like to insulate some of the villagers' homes. Simply because it will cut down on the use of firewood, like the need to have a lot of firewood in their houses to use. If I remember correctly, certain jobs require firewood to be available, but like I think the smithy, you have to have firewood. I could be making this up. I could be giving you misinformation. I don't really know. But yeah, I did say I would like to try to insulate their cottages and stuff, just because, again, I don't want to feel, I want to be able to get like a lot of logs and stuff so that I can continue with the building process, right? And if we don't have so much firewood being made, then that time can be spent collecting timber, right? Hopefully that makes sense, what I just said. So anyway, I think we can create some daub here. Hold on. Am I missing something? Workbench, animal feed. Let's go ahead and unlock the animal feed and the daub. Alright, so we'll go ahead and craft that. The daub is made from the clay, which then in turn insulates homes. And I think just for, honestly, the fact that it's right here, I'll probably go ahead and try to insulate Unimir's his cabin first. Oh, I'm at my weight capacity. Hold on. I'll try to get his done first. We'll drop the rocks here. Oh goodness. I didn't realize how much that would make of the daub. That's crazy. 85. Okay. Let's drop some of this really quick. We'll do 70. Is that fine? Okay. We'll come back and get it. But Unimir's home is just like right here, so we'll go ahead and at least get it insulated. I think ordinarily I would have done like Lesota because he was our first villager, and it's just fair, you know, like it's fair. But I'm just thinking of convenience, honestly. So we'll go ahead and insulate this real quick. Nice. Later on, this will be much later on, we can also paint the daub, or like the outside of the home, so that it's, you know, it just looks pretty, it looks nice. I'm not going to bother with insulating Racimir's home right now, or to be frank, any of these other buildings, like the storage and all that stuff. We'll go ahead and do Lesota's house really quick. Him and Wojciech's house, I should say. Yeah, not going to bother with the other stuff because, like I said, I am going to have to build another resource storage. There's just no way, there's no other way around it. It has to be done. Okay, not enough resources. Let's go back and grab other stuff. So yeah, I'm going to finish doing this up, I promise. Then we'll go talk to Unigost and continue his story. You know, I play this kind of how I play any other of my games. I just kind of do what I want, how I want. I try to have a rough plan, but sometimes I might get a little sidetracked, and that's okay. That is okay. Back in Gustovia. We are back in Gustovia. I'm trying to find Unigost. Where is he? Alvin is here. He has a marker. I do want to try to complete Alvin's story. Because I vaguely remember trying to do it, and it was somewhat of an interesting one. So I will chat to him at some point. But let me go ahead and chat with Unigost really quick. Hello, son. You're not our dad. What the heck? Hello, Unigost. Long time no see. Long time indeed, Racimir. How have you been? Great. I've met Volrad recently. I'm glad. Seems that you're following the path of Jordan's past just like you wanted to. I do. That's why I'm here, actually. I wanted to ask you about Kestrel. Oh, so you've heard about her. Yes, Volrad mentioned her name, but nothing else. Not my story to tell, he said. Unigost? That's really strange. Why would he say it like that? Strange indeed. Kess, I mean she was a part of the pack. That would be it. Your attempt at being casual seems like you're having a stroke. Yeah, why is he acting kind of sketch? Like, what's going on? Why did he answer us like that? You're right. Sorry. I just wasn't prepared for that topic. For her. You see, Kestrel was... I remember the day we met. Me, Jordan, and Samber were coming back from one of the missions. It was a truly spectacular heist, ruse, battle, revolution, failure. Long story short, we were forced to take a shortcut through the river and lost most of our equipment in the process, our mounts as well. After a few days of roaming the woods, we came across a small village. We were way too exhausted to even think of trying something elegant, so we decided just to take the horses from the stable and leave some money behind. So we did just that. We started riding the horses out of the village in a hurry when we suddenly heard a loud whistle. Horses stopped in place immediately, as if they were enchanted. Jordan fell right off. Samber was kicking the horse with all his strength, but it wouldn't even budge. And then we heard her voice. If you boys want to keep your heads attached to your bodies, you will get off my horse and start running. I looked behind me and saw the most beautiful woman I had ever seen holding a bow with an arrow pointed right at my eye. At that moment, your uncle managed to get off the ground, pissed as heck, and started giving her a piece of his mind. So she moved her bow a little and released the arrow. Oh my gosh. Without a blink, me and Samber almost died from laughter. Wait, why? That was the first and pretty much only person that we've met who made Jordan look like a fool, a child even. The sight of Jordan pleading and us laughing at that must have been the strangest thing. She surely thought that we were some kind of loonies. I'm certain that she did. Why didn't Unigost tell us about Kestrel before, though? I'm concerned. Like, why did he keep that a secret? Well, I guess maybe he wasn't keeping it a secret. Maybe he just didn't think it was important. I don't know. We ended up spending the whole day together. She tended to Jordan's wound, who didn't say a word to her this entire time, and me and Samber were basically begging her to join us. Okay, so they were asking, like, she's cool. She's a real one. She can join the boys' club. When we explained our mission to her, which we haven't done ever before to a stranger, she said yes, just like that. There wasn't even a pinch of fear in that woman. Bravest soul that was ever born. Her only condition was that we take all of the horses. Her only condition was that we take all of the horses? Okay, she didn't have any family beside the animals, and family shall never be left behind. There's 5 of them. Some might call it coincidence, the other destiny. The 5th was for Volrad, correct? Indeed it was. The steed's name was Burr, which makes it totally fitting to his future owner. Burr was carrying our bags for almost a year before he got himself a rider, and those two became best friends. I'll tell you that. But getting back to Kestrel, Jordan didn't like her at first. Only time I've ever seen him insecure like that. He didn't put a spell on her with just a glance like every other woman, so he resented her for it. Okay. She was definitely a real one, because she was like, I can't be easily bamboozled. Respect. For a while at least, because soon everything fell into place. Sun always rises in the east and sets in the west. No way to get around that. Same thing was with Jordan. He always got what he wanted, and that was to be admired and desired. She didn't have a chance, really. They were together, Kestrel and Jordan. Well, it started as a fling, but isn't that how every love starts? Soon they became inseparable. If I didn't know Jordan so well, I'd say she changed him, but he didn't change. He couldn't. He just enjoyed his new game, a relationship. Even Samber realized it at some point. Everyone did, except Kestrel. Well, that sucks. Jordan, he seems like, I don't know. He seems like a very complex character in terms of, like, kind of being a nice guy, but not really a nice guy. Jordan soon became bored with this game like any other, so he went back to seducing and having fun with other women. But now there was another challenge for him, another thrill of keeping it a secret from Kestrel. Oh no, it was painful to watch, really painful, especially when I loved them both so much. You mean loved the family, right? Racimir, I've loved Kestrel right from the moment she pointed that arrow. Oh my gosh, but isn't he married? That's crazy. Never stopped. But I've always been shy, and living in Jordan's shadow only worsened that, so I kept it to myself for years until I didn't. We started having an affair. Oh my goodness. So you betrayed Jordan? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But is it really a betrayal if Jordan is also seeing, like, other people behind Kestrel's back? Like, is that... I don't know. I don't agree with any of this, actually. It just seems really messy. Nothing is black and white, dear Racimir. You certainly learn it with age. We all live in infinite shades of gray. Yeah, I agree with that. But yes, that's undeniable. I've hated myself for it, and I hated him for hurting the love of my life, for making me lie to her and keep this dirty secret while I had one of my own. It was exhausting, to be honest, but I couldn't stop. I couldn't lose her, and she couldn't stop loving him as well. I'm not judging you, Unigos. That sounds excruciating. I mean, yeah, it does, but, like, I don't know. I think honesty is always the best policy. Because you're not going to get, I don't know. That's not the end of the story. It all went downhill when she got pregnant. I couldn't eat or sleep. I started distancing myself from her. The unknown was killing me. Was Jordan the father? Did I lay with a woman carrying another man's child? There's a possibility if they were all, like, seeing each other. You know what I mean? Or maybe it was mine and I wasn't going to raise it. But he wasn't going to raise it? Okay. But instead live as his uncle in a lie like a coward. I had the darkest of thoughts rushing through my mind at this time. I still blame myself for it. Did I wish it to happen? Wished what? The baby was stillborn. Oh no, I wanted to die with it on that day, but I felt relieved at the same time. What kind of person feels relief in a situation like that? When Jordan left the room, I wanted to see its eyes. I wanted to be sure, to finally know what to feel. She didn't let me. I joined Jordan in his grief. We drank and cried all night. I was pretending just to be an empathetic brother, but I was scum. A scum with grief of his own. The child's little body was burned in the morning. I couldn't get back to being with Kestrel after that, and neither could Jordan. So she lost 3 of her men on that day, all consumed by the flames, blown away by the wind as smoke and dust. Unigos, I'm so sorry. I had no idea what you've been through. What you all have been through. Yeah, that's traumatic. You have nothing to be sorry for. I was trying to tell you that from the very beginning. Don't envy the lives we lived. We were trying to do some good, to make some change, but we were not heroes, and we're still paying the price of it. I need to see her, Unigos. You said that all of you ended up in the valley. I don't know where she lives. She didn't want to be found, not by me, so I never looked, but I'm pretty sure that Samber knows. You can try with him. That's what I'm going to do then. Racimir, if you see her, tell her that... Never mind. Be well. Okay. I have a feeling, I feel like she's in Denetza for some reason. To continue his story, we have to go, of course, back to talk to Samber. And I'm sure even if she is in Denitsa, you'd have to do that in order to move along with the story. But I think what I'm going to do for now is we're going to unpin this. We're going to wait on that. And let's talk to someone that I can sell some stuff to really quick. I think Unislav, I'm sorry. No, he's the barber. Okay, we'll talk to Univast's wife. I know that, let me see. I feel like I had something I could sell to her. Yeah, meat. Because she's a tavern lady, like she owns the tavern, I feel like this is in keeping with the stuff she would sell anyway. I mean, you know, if you're at the tavern, of course you'd get food there. We'll do 30 pieces of roasted meat, and then we'll just sell her all of this dried meat. These are things that were going kind of bad in the food storage back at Three Pines, so it just made sense for me to go ahead and sell those items. Alright, so now let's talk to Alvin. He's right here. We'll go ahead and chit chat with him really quick. What can I do for you? Hi, my name is Racimir. I don't know who this guy is. Y'all see that? That was crazy. Hi, I'm Alvin. I don't recognize you. Are you new here? I came here from the south. I'm looking for a new place for myself where I can start a new life. No, but we haven't met. I'm gonna say no because we're not really new here. We've been here for like a year. So as for me, I'm a farmer. My job is to cultivate fields. In fact, I do the same work every day, year by year. Doesn't it get boring over time? If I were you, I would die of monotony. Okay, it's not that dramatic. Of course it bores me. How long can you do the same thing in your life over and over again? But my family needs my help, and I'm doing my best to provide for them. I didn't mean to offend you. I'm sorry. There's no need for you to apologize. I'm a little bit annoyed and short-tempered recently. There's a delicate matter that won't let me focus on my work. What's that, Alvin? Maybe I could be of some aid. Yeah. We'll try to help you. Try to help you, buddy. It may seem petty, but I'm really tired of my mother's conflict with Yarogniva. Her son, Dalibor, won't leave my little sister, Olga, alone. I understand it's just a game for him. After all, when I was his age, I played with Dobromira, his older sister. I pretended to be a knight, equipped with a stick instead of a sword. But anyway, I managed to protect her honor, like every knight does. It's adorable in its way. Anyway, let's get down to earth. I think he needs something to keep him busy and away from my sister. So that you could work with a clear mind again, huh? It would be nice. I'll see what I can do. So, for Alvin's story, we'll need to deliver a stick to Dalibor, but because it is getting kind of late, I'll probably set up a quick camp and then come back and chat with that kid. Our season has changed, and also it's like days actually since I last recorded this video, so I have no idea where I left off, and I'm too lazy to go back and look at the footage. So we're in fall now officially, and it says the caravan of the Craftsmen and Builders Guild stops by your village. They offer to teach you something before their departure. Of course, knowledge comes with a price. So we can decide to learn something from the builders, learn something from the craftsmen, turn down their offer. It says it turns out you know the ins and outs of the build. Okay. Let's 1,000 coins. I don't think I even have that much, so we'll just turn it down. It says the consequences is they bid you goodbye and set out. Awesome. Good for us. It started us back at home, but I had actually, so what I do recall doing the last time is I did manage to kill the bison that was in close proximity to me on my way back to Three Pines. And I also did something with Alvin's story. And I kind of want to finish it because it's such a simple task, which is to deliver some sticks. So I kind of want to do that, get that out of the way. Looks like our crop's done over here. I think they are. Look at our little cabbage babies. Aren't they cute? They're so cute. All right, let's go ahead and collect these cabbages. Okay, glad to know that it collects it all in 4s, because I thought I was gonna have to collect them individually. Oh, that would have been terrible. I've not planted these ever before, so yeah. And I love to see the fact that it does collect cabbage and cabbage seeds, so that's good. Also, I was thinking, my goal when starting this episode was to get 4 new villagers up in here. However, we've only added Baldvina, so we do need to be making some headway in getting like cottages built and new blood in here, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna put this cabbage seed up in the barn for now because we don't really need it, and then I can move the cabbage themselves into the kitchen. Maybe that's something that I should hire for next, is somebody who wants to work in the kitchen. Can I put the rot in here that I have? Yeah, we'll go ahead and put that in there. I don't know if the meat breaks down in the rot or the compost bin, so we'll just leave it. What are we missing right now? Because it has something's wrong. Hunting, fishing hut. What do you need? Oh, okay, they're still working on that. I kind of hate when that pops up, when resources that you have to get from actually having the villager do the work. I kind of hate that pops up as if that's our problem. It's not our problem. That's their problem. That's why they're working here. Okay. Maybe, hold on. I'm just trying to think of like a way to not have to build another cottage so soon. Perhaps it is time for Unimir to get a wife. I don't know. I'm wondering if someone can help him in the what is this? The woodshed. Assign an apprentice. Is there an age for the apprentice, or like what? I don't know. Maybe we could find another lady and have her work with him, and then we would probably get more, right? We would probably get more of a production. I don't know, that's just my little brain thinking out loud. But anyway, I'm gonna have him head on to, I need him to go back to the village, the main big village, to talk to Alvin to get those sticks delivered. It looks like it reset my quest too, which I'm not a fan of. So let me get that fixed really quick. Yeah, we need to deliver these to Dalibor. Alright, so we are back in Gustovia, and I just need to deliver these sticks to Dalibor. If I can find him. Hopefully he is here somewhere. Yeah, it looks like we're only 30 meters away from him or so. Where's he at? I think he's up here. Unigost. There he is. Okay. Alright, kid, come here. That sounds so weird. Stop. Not him in the bush. Hi, you're Dalibor, right? Yes. You look very strong for your age. Have you ever thought of becoming a knight? It's my dream. Are you a knight? No, but I know quite a lot about them. Did you know that many of them started learning to fight with a wooden sword already at your age? Where could I get such a sword? Not a knight. It just so happens that I have one with me and I can give it to you because you are clearly worthy. I'm honored. It may look inconspicuous, but it is certainly an excellent practice weapon for an aspiring knight like you. We'll go ahead and give him the stick. It says it looks it looks a bit like a regular stick to surprise your opponents. And do you know what else knights do besides fighting battles? They ride horses. This as well, but most of all, they protect the ladies and children from danger and make sure that no harm is done to them. Really? Sounds like a lot of work. Yes, this is the most important principle of chivalry. All right, thank you for the sword, not a knight, but... Oh, sorry. Now I'm going to defend those in need. You're welcome, young master. You're welcome. All right. Nice. Looks like we got 30 dynasty rep points, which is great. Now we need to go talk to Alvin. I think he's somewhere around here. He's usually up here, in the farming portion of this world, doing the farming. Let's see. Alvin? I don't see him over here. There he is. Okay. Found Alvin. Alright, my guy. Hi. I have solved your problem with Dalibor. Yes, I saw him running around the village with a stick. You must have an amazing gift of persuasion. This young one does not listen to anyone. You gave me an idea with that stick in the story about a knight. By the way, I got this bread from Dobramira as an apology for her brother's behavior, but I think you've earned it. Here, take it. Thanks. No problem. It's the most refined bread you've eaten. Our Castellan's wife makes them in our local tavern. Oh, do you happen to know the man in charge, Unigost, well? No, not really. I spend most of my time in the field, and our paths only cross when it's time to pay some taxes. Alright then, see you soon. Okay, so we got additionally 16, what was that, 16? Dynasty rep points, which is great. In order to complete Alvin's story, we would have to wait for the next summer, so next year, to come back and chat with him. So yeah, there's that. Also, I should say that en route here, I did get another villager. So now we have 2 new villagers in year 2 already. It's a young lady. What's her name? What's her name again? Hold on. Dobra Solka. Her name is Dobra Solka. And currently she is employed in hunting. She's a hunter. So she and Lesota are co-workers, essentially. They're both co-workers. And she is living in Unimir's cottage. So maybe there will be a marriage. A marriage in the future for those two. I don't know. We'll just have to see what happens. So I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and switch back to Unigost's story. Hopefully I'll remember to come back in the summer. And it looks like, what is this still the same thing that they need? Is it just just fishing? Okay. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and head toward Samber to kind of make some more progress in, I'm just collecting some sticks in case we have to end up camping. But to make some more progress in Unigost's story. Samber's house is just up the road here. And it's already getting pretty late. Fortunately, though, we didn't run into any mischief en route to his home, so that is good to see. Here he is. Just sitting, waiting and lurking. Looking and lurking. Hey, buddy. I told you not to bother me. Samber, I told you not to bother me. Samber, I need to know where to find Kestrel. Again, I'm pretty sure Kestrel is in Denitsa, which is the small little town near where we live. I see, and you want to know it right away? Yes, because the matter is urgent and cannot wait? Yes. Splendid. Then it seems that I have all the leverage. I have an errand for you to run. Of course he has an errand for us to run. This raggedy hermit. I'm so tired of his errands. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, come on. Are you seriously going to exploit me like that? Yeah, he is. Precisely. We'll just ask what needs to be done. We don't want to make him angry. I need you to obtain some items for me, which are beets, onions, cabbages, and carrots. Are you kidding me? You want me to get you groceries? Just as the story gets so interesting. We do have cabbages. We have plenty of cabbages, actually. Carrots? Do we have carrots? No, I don't think so. I think we have carrot seeds. But I don't know. Beets and onions and carrots is what we're looking for. I'm going to be frank with you, boy. I don't care. Get me some food and you'll have your precious information. That's just poor storytelling right there. Yeah, and laziness, because he could very well go and get these items himself, but he's not going to because he's lazy. Nothing you can do about it. Maybe it's supposed to be funny or clever or cynical or whatever. Isn't there any other way? I don't know. Okay. I guess the way in which you obtain the vegetables is all the choice you get. That's simply lazy. Exactly. Stop barking and go fetch, doggy. I hate this. So yeah, we've got plenty of cabbages for him that's in my inventory. In fact, it looks like it actually did it take it off? Did we give those to him? I don't know, but we have to get 20 beetroot, 20 onion, and 20 carrot. I don't know if we have any of that nonsense, to be frank. And also, I do kind of need to put that cabbage away now that I think about it, simply because it will start to spoil. So perhaps we could buy these items, because there's no way that you can actually get it anywhere else, because it's not like you can loot farms. You can't loot farms if they have it. I mean, you could look around and see if any other villagers perhaps has vegetables that you can lift. But to be honest, it would be so tedious to try to find that versus just purchasing the items. So I think I'll go to the nearest town here, which I think is it Baranitsa? I'll head there and try to buy some vegetables, and then in the process probably sell off some of the cabbages that I have, because our villagers really don't need that much cabbage. I mean, my goodness, right? Neighboring town is actually Borovo. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought y'all should know that. Anyway, let me see if I can chat up a vendor, see what they got going on in their inventory. Show me your wares, please. Show me those wares. Oh, you don't have anything that I need. He's an artisan. He only has vases and whatnot. Are y'all vendors by chance? No? Do y'all have any folks that sell anything? Oh, hold on. Hey, ma'am. Miss Inga? Show me your wares. Girl, she doesn't have anything either. My goodness. Oh, come on, girl. Where can I find someone around here that actually sells, like, produce? Y'all got a vendor, a grocer? Anybody? Hello? Anybody? I could have sworn this place also had a small tavern. Did I imagine that? I don't know. Some of the towns in this, in the valley, to me, kind of clash with each other. I think because there's like three of them that have names that start with a B, so then it just kind of gets lumped into like being the same. being the same. I don't think that there's a villager here that actually sells just groceries. I really don't. Which, you know, shame. That's not great. Alright, well, Barovo, you are not the greatest. I think there's another town just up the road here. And I'm not referring, well, I mean, I guess I could go back to Castovia. Castovia's over there. And it would probably be quicker and, probably also would be less dangerous because there's always a chance of running into some sort of animal. An animal with vengeance on its mind for some reason. They want to attack you. It's not usually how animal behaviors work, but all right. It's not typical that animals will just come up and attack you. I guess certain ones do. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just rambling at this point. Anyway, back to Castovia. Beautiful, beautiful Castovia. It's bright and early on an autumnal day. Everybody is probably still asleep. Let me chat with Edvin. See what he's got. Show me your wares. Yeah, all right. He's the man with the plan. He's the man that I need to see to succeed. So I'm going to sell him. Let's do, I kind of want about, we'll do 120. Let's do 115. There we go. Gives us a nice even 30 cabbages. 20, which is enough, you know, for Samber, just in case. And then 10 for the villagers back at home, in 3 pounds. All right, let's go ahead and get 20 beetroot. This is gonna be so expensive. Oh my gosh, 20 beetroot, just about all of his carrots, bro. 20 carrots and 20 onions. Delicious onions. All right, is there anything else I could sell? Oh, I could sell him this wheat that I picked up. I think I have some, yeah, mead. We'll sell him this mead too. Just try to trade off some stuff, you know, so it doesn't. Oh, I found warm boots. Y'all see that? I found some warm boots while I was traveling en route, but I think I'm gonna keep them. Bye. Bye. All right, we got everything we need, so let's go back to Samber. Oh my gosh, it's just a fetching story, really. It's just a fetching quest. En route to deliver the goods to Samber, and look what's down here. Y'all see that? It's a crashed wagon, and there's a dead horse here. Let me make sure there's no danger. There's a chest. There's a chest. There's a chest. Chest means treasure. All right, let's I don't want this poor animal to go to waste, so I am gonna have to skin him. I'm so sorry. It doesn't make sense to leave him here. Thank you. I'm so sorry for your passing. I don't know. But you will definitely serve a purpose. Oh yeah, rich hat. Just what I wanted. Nice rich hat. Is there anything else here that I can loot, or is that it? Before I get to the chest. Fingers crossed, you guys, that there's gold in here. Okay, well we know how this we know how this wagon crashed. It was from somebody drinking mead. That's what happened here. Alright, no need to call the investigators. Are you kidding me? Linen fabric and linen thread is all that was in this. Nothing else? No slipped coin purse? Oh, there's another. What is that? A water skin? No, we got plenty of those. And we can make them, I'm fairly certain. So we don't really need them. Alright, well, okay. I guess that was it. Bit of a letdown, not gonna lie, bit of a letdown. I was kind of expecting, you know, some gold coin to kind of toss around in my coin pouch. That's alright. We'll go ahead and head on up to see Samber. We got everything he needs. His grocery list. His grocery list. I'll be glad to get rid of this stuff because it is weighing us down. And this does seem like the safest route to get to his home because there is another way to get here. And I keep saying this because I'm kind of just mentally preparing that a wolf is going to jump out at any point in time, but I know that it's not going to happen. Like, I know, in fact, let me just quick save. I know that a wolf is not going to auto spawn here because there isn't a spawn for wolves here. But on the other track that takes you to Samber's hunting hut, there is a spawn of wolves that will attack you. So, yeah. All right, we're here. Let's hustle it up. Hustle it up. Look, he's waiting on us. He's like, finally. I'm hungry. It took you long enough, boy. All right, I don't know why he went to go sit down, but he did. All right, let's chat with him. What do you want? Here's your stupid food. Why would he even ask, what do we want? Obviously, we're here to deliver his food. What the heck? Let's see if it's all there. Don't test me, Samber. Where is she? Hey, don't you talk. Where? All right. Okay, Racimir. You don't have to get so pushy. It's all right. Hornets, okay. So, all right. I don't know why I thought she was in Denitsa, but she's not. She's in Hornitsa, which, where is that map-wise? Where would that even be? Rolnitsa? No. Gustovia? Hornitsa. Jeez Louise. Oh my gosh. It's all the way here? I may have Racimir head back home. Maybe that's enough questing for today. I kind of would like to work some more on our village, get some things done. You know, I have thought, should we make an herbalist hut? Because we don't have one. We have the kitchen and we have the food storage, but we don't have an herbalist hut, I don't believe, and I think that would come in handy. That would definitely come in handy. Additionally, we would need to also probably build another cottage, like another house for somebody. Our building limit is 40, and we only have 16 out of 40 buildings that we can build currently. Also, did I say this before, but y'all know I accidentally skipped taxes, and so I wonder if it's not too late for me to pay the taxes so that it doesn't it doesn't accrue for the next year, because it'll just add, you know, it'll just keep adding up until it gets paid off. So maybe if I go see Unigost, I wonder, does it give me the opportunity to pay off last year's taxes that I missed in spring? These folks around here are very serious about their taxes, okay? They do not let you just get by. You know, the Castellan, aka the IRS here, is very much on the job when it comes to, are you paying in what you owe? Since technically you're kind of freeloading off the land, in a way you are. In a way you're not, but in a way you kind of are. So you got to pay to Caesar what's his. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm going to see if Unigost can take my tax money first before I head back home. Otherwise, yeah, we are going to go back home. We are going to... The goal will be to build another house, another cottage for a potential villager, as well as the herbalist hut, which I think will come in handy because we don't have that. We don't have that at all. At least I'm certain that we don't. Yeah, because I think it's under survival. Ooh, yeah. And we need another house. Because I'm also trying to think ahead, too, of the ladies that I have placed with the gentlemen are likely to be married the following year. And that marriage means babies. And if they start getting pregnant, then I need to have some backup, backup villagers. Just in case. Where am I at? Did I go a little too far? I think I did. This is not, no. I'm fine. I can go this way and it'll take me to Gustovia. Oh, is there anything here? Hello? Hello? Oh, this is empty. I don't want a plank. There's a small bundle here. Cabbage? Are you joking? We have plenty of cabbage. What the heck? That's it? Y'all, I'm telling you, the POIs on in the valley are just absolute trash. Like, literally, it'll sometimes be like garbage. The points of interest here have no interest to me. Okay? Back in Three Pines, it's the next day. What day is it? Day 3 of autumn. Okay. That's good. I have gone ahead and placed a little cottage to kind of, go ahead and at least have something up for somebody. And I was actually able to pay off my taxes from last year. It may have added something to it since they were late. I don't really remember what the original tax fee was, but I was able to pay that with Unicos, so we're in the good, man. We're in the good. And I love that. Looks like we can get this house done pretty quickly. Yes. Oh, I love that. Okay. Let me also get some stuff food-wise, for whoever ends up living in that in that house. Let me see. Can we craft? Let's craft my water skin because I use that for Racimir on his travels, and I've got a bucket I can give to this person too. I'll also go ahead and drop off this cabbage. Where'd it go? Here it is. We'll drop that off, and we could drop off some of this cooked meat, and I could put some in that cabin. Yeah, we'll drop off 10 of them, and or 70. I don't know why I said 10. What does our food look like? I think we're doing pretty good. Look how much roasted meat we've got going on here. Like, hello. Got plenty of dried meat, dried fish, plenty of buckets of water. Yeah, I think we're doing pretty good, if I'm being honest. But yeah, let me put that stuff inside this person's cottage. I don't even know who I should get to come here, if I'm being honest. We'll put that in there, and oh, I need to roast this, so let me go ahead and roast this up. 88? Where'd that come from? Oh, you know what? I bet it's pulling from, I think it does an auto storage pool or something. It's probably where that's coming from. We'll roast up this fish too. So it really doesn't matter me putting that into the food storage, because it automatically is going to do something different, I guess. I don't know. Or maybe I did have that much and I just wasn't paying attention. All right, let's go ahead and put some of the... Oh, wait, I don't want to put that many in there. 5 pieces of roasted meat. That should be fine for an individual. Let's see. Is there stuff that I need to also, like... Oh, it looks like we got a skill point in production. How do we want to spend it? We could do cooking knowledge, because I haven't... Well... let's do builder trance. Are you sure you want? Yeah, I do. All right, nice. Okay, let me put some stuff in this chest too, really quick. I vaguely remember mentioning this before, but I do need to also think about making another storage, resource storage, because it do be getting full up in here. We've got a lot of leather. I can make bags and stuff, but I don't think I want to do that right now, honestly. I'll put that plank in there. And then we'll go to the sewing hut, drop off this linen fabric, linen thread. We don't need it right now. I'm going to keep the flatbread on us. The mead, I think, was the most recent pickup that I did. I think I need to store that roasted meat, but I think the herbalist hut should go up here where the food storage and kitchen is. I just feel like that makes the most sense. Plus, it's next to the well, and I know that the herbalist shop does require water to be able to make potions and things of that sort. So, yeah, I think putting that here makes the most sense. I do still need to have some food for Racimir, so yeah, we'll put that in there. Looking good, looking really good. We'll put the roasted fish meat in there too for our villagers. Okay, yeah, so I think the herbalist shop should go here. And what I'll do is I'll break down this fence, because I would like to put like a garden situation so that it looks like whoever is running the kitchen and the herbalist shop share a garden. You know what I mean? I just think that would be so cozy. It looks so nice and cozy and all that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and get to building. Is it under product? No. What? Survival maybe? Yeah. Herbalist hut? Alright. It's kind of an awkward housing or thing. Like, I don't know. I like for it to look a little varied, but like it also doesn't make sense if it's like that. Maybe I should catty corner it like this to give it a little bit more of an interesting look. We'll just see what happens. All right, let's go ahead and... Oh, not enough resources? What do you mean, not enough resources? We should have plenty of stone in the... I'll go to the storage thing, see what's up with that. Herbalist hut is done. Look how good that looks. It's so cute and cozy. Little herbalist hut. Yeah, like I said, I'll at some point tear this down and expand it to kind of envelop the herbalist hut so that this all looks like it's one thing. I don't know. It makes sense to me in my head. Maybe it doesn't even look good. I really don't know. Actually, now that I say that, let's look at an aerial view. Haven't done that in a minute. I kind of need to see what there is to see. What's going on here? The lay of the land, as they say, the lay of the land. I mean, it's fine. It's coming together, and then we've got the hunting and gathering over there, and that neck of the woods of Three Pines, where the fishermen and the hunters are. So yeah, I think that's good, and I think that's probably where I should put the other storage situation. Let me first gather some materials because I'm certain I don't have a lot of materials, so I'll probably need a good amount. Hopefully I don't get over encumbered with all this stuff, but something tells me I am anyway. It's the inevitable thing that will happen, so just accept it, I guess. I don't know. I have so much stuff as far as supplies and whatnot. Do I have like a potion to help with carrying weight, because that, yeah, potion of strength, does that help? No. It doesn't. It doesn't. It's for fighting, not for carrying. All right, that's fine. I think the folks over here are doing pretty good. I think they're all holding up pretty well. Oh, I forgot to finish insulating the Fisher lady's cabin. Yeah, that will have to get done at some point, definitely. I think they're good. Everybody's good down here. Everybody's looking good, looking alive, doing their jobs. Alright, let's cut down some of these. No, I don't want to have to cut down trees if I don't have to. And I think this is the end of the road. Yeah, this is a new road. I mean, it's the end of our town, basically, as far as what it's mapped out to be. Maybe I should put, I don't know, maybe I should put this in this area? No, because I'll have to cut down the trees. I really don't want to do that. But it still seems very close to the storage unit here, up there. You know what I mean? So I guess what I'm trying to say is it's like, what's the point if they're both in close, like super close proximity to each other? So many choices, and I don't want to get rid of these beautiful trees because they're beautiful. And I like the wooded look. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I should go back up, and this was such a waste of time. Why did I even come down here? Oh my gosh. Maybe I should go back up and actually put another storage cabin up there towards the entrance of the village. Maybe that is for the best. Because this one is kind of, now that me walking, here, it is actually pretty close in proximity to where everybody else is down over there. Whereas if I put one here, it could be for like the production area in this area. Does that make sense? Does anything that I'm saying make sense, or does it just sound like a bunch of goulash? So like essentially things that get made in the workshop, in the wood shop, in the herbalist shop can all go into a storage unit here. A storage cabin. Stuff that is made from like the barn / farm, and things that are excavated from Wojciechka and the hunter Lasoda, and I forgot what the fisherwoman's name was, but her too. All those things can go in the storage that's there where my site is set on right there. So yeah, that's fine. So we'll put the storage up here again, it originally was in this general area, but I moved it. I don't think I want it exactly where it was last time. I kind of like the idea of it being pushed a little further back and kind of catty-cornered, like how the herbalist shop is. So we'll do that. Resource storage number 2. I assume it will have a larger capacity. Okay. Oh, but this one requires planks. Does that matter? What the heck. We'll go ahead and do it. It's fine. I think we have plenty of planks. Yeah, something like that. That looks good. All right, Racimir. Let's get the show on the road, buddy. Ugh, not enough stone. Are you kidding? Good gravy. We'll just pick some up here. All right, let's try this again. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's get this built. It is the next day. Are we on day 4? Yeah, day 4 of autumn. and I did get the storage cabin built, which is great. That's great. Let me make a little cute road to connect it to the main road here. Let's just do little, yep. Can't say for sure if this will be its permanent residence. I mean, you know, we are still kind of figuring out things as far as like placement of stuff. So this could change in the future, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Let me put some of this stuff into the back into the storage, because we don't need all of it. We'll put 21 of those in there. I think I'll keep the seedlings, because I could honestly sell them. We'll put the feathers in there. One thing I would like to do is make some bags, get some bags up for sale. We may hit up Denitsa before we continue with Unigost's story. Additionally, I probably should grab some food just in case. Yeah. He's hungry. I should get food for him just in case, you know, we might have to rough it out in the wild. So I'll put that in there, and we'll grab some roasted meat. Don't we have roasted meat? Dried meat? What? Yeah. I was about to say, I know we have plenty of roasted meat because I just put some in there. Actually, do you know what? I may need to take all of this, and the reason is because I don't want this stuff to go to waste. Wait, hold on. Let me put this back because this actually is at 100% quality, but this other stuff is not. Yeah, this isn't. So let's do 200. And we'll go sell that along with our bags. Looks like we're already getting encumbered. We'll make 42 of them bad boys. Of them bag boys. And go to Dennett's really quick. What? I thought, did you not eat? No, I'm just imagining that you ate food. Good golly. Just get a couple of these. Till he gets, that's fine. Alright, buddy. Let's head over to Dennett's. But yeah, everything's come along really good now. I'm glad. So we've got the extra storage, which only added 1,000 kg to our storage capacity, which I wasn't expecting that. I guess the aesthetic is what the number 2 of storage number 2 stands for. It doesn't mean that it's going to hold necessarily more. At least I don't think so. I could be wrong. Maybe it added 2,000 kg to our storage capacity, and maybe the wattle storage only holds 1,000. That sounds about right. But yeah, we got the extra cottage done, the herbalist shop done, the storage done. What are they needing now? They always need something. Something always is needed around here. This place would not run without us, Racimir. Okay. It's just for the fisher lady, but I think she'll figure it out. We'll go to Denitsa, sell our wares, and we'll continue on with Unigost's story to find Kestrel and Hornitsa. I feel like once we reach Hornitsa, that will be a good point to try and get another individual. I'm thinking about a guy. I'm thinking we need to add a man to the fold to help with maybe running the herbalist shop. Maybe. I don't know. I could put him into the workshop, honestly. But I don't know. I kind of like having the supply of timber handy for building things. Because at this point in time, there's really not a lot that I need, like crafted stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like the bowls and the cups and all that stuff. That's what comes from that workshop. You make wooden bowls and stuff like that for dishes. I don't really need that stuff right now, honestly. But having someone do herbalism, collecting plants and things to use for potions, it's not a bad idea. It's not. All right, so we need to find our girl Matilda. I'm sure she's already in her office sewing away, as per usual. She's sewing away. Are you in here? Yeah. All right. All right, girlfriend. Let's I need you to take some of my wares off my hands because I got a lot of them. Let's go ahead and sell all 44 of these. Excellent. You too, Matilda. Where's your husband? Yeah, I think that's her husband, right? Dagobert? Yeah. We'll sell him the seedlings and the spruce bark. Yeah. Alright, I think that's good. Alright, so long. Off to Hornitsa. Hornitsa is right up ahead, finally. It took us a while to get up here, actually. It was quite a journey to get to Hornitsa, if I do say so myself. I don't think that we've been here, have we? I don't think we've gone here before. It doesn't feel familiar. I don't know, but we did get an achievement for visiting every village in one dynasty. So yeah, that would lead me to believe this is our first time coming here. All right, let's see where Kestrel is. Where's the marker for Kestrel? Where's she located? Why on earth did I think that she was up in Denitza? Like, I wonder why I thought that. I wonder what made me even think that. Is she in here? No. Sorry. Maybe while we're here we could probably pick up another villager. I don't know. I'm not seeing her. Is she in here perhaps? Peeking through the window. Yeah. Here's somebody. Here she is. I remember seeing like some sort of clip of someone named, like Kestrel in a cottage, but I don't know. Anyway, Kestrel, is that you? I'm Racimir, Jordan's nephew. I stand up next to a mountain and I chop it down with the edge of my hand while I pick up all the pieces and make an island. Might even raise a little sand. Alright, girl. Kestrel, are you there? Do you hear me? Waits at the window wearing the face that he keeps in a jar by the door. Who is it for? My goodness. Until the rainbow burns, the stars out in the sky, until the ocean covers every mountain high, until the day is night and night becomes the day, until the trees and seas just up and fly away. This is pointless. You're drunk as a lord, I know. I'll bring you a special potion that will help clear your head. How many roads must a man walk down before you call him a man? The answer is blowing in the wind. Don't worry, Kestrel, I'll come back. Okay, so she's unwell. It says give Kestrel the potion of sobriety. Do we have one? I think we might. I'm back. It's all going to be okay. Just drink this. She's just talking nonsense, y'all. She's talking nonsense. What's going on? Who are you? Those eyes. Am I dead? You're very much alive, Kestrel. My name is Racimir. Jordan was my uncle. Of course, your eyes. Now I understand. I'm sorry I've been quite distant lately. Please don't mind this mess. It was some badgers that got in through the window. It's very nice to see you. Me and your uncle were working together. Trade, mostly. I don't want to be rude, but I've already spoken with Unigost. I've actually met Samber and Volrod as well. I know about your mission. Okay. Very good to hear that. I wasn't ever a good liar. That's what a friend of mine a friend of mine did it pretty well. She's probably referring to Jordan. Let's be honest. Yes, your friend Jordan. Yeah, exactly. I know about that too. I see. You know a lot, kid. No more bullcrap for you then. We were all part of a pack, a family, really. We never had a name or anything. Oh, okay, so she at least, I think, is telling the truth where they didn't actually have a name of the group. Everybody else be making up all these crazy names for this gang. But we did have some reputation in realms far away from here. The pack was all that we had until the day it all fell apart. But you probably know about that as well. I don't actually. No one has told me that, or nobody has told me yet what had happened. Well, it seems that the boys would rather tell you about the happy days, but you seem like you're ready to handle the realness as well, aren't you? I am. I think so. I think we should just be resolute. Be resolute and say, I am. It was 12 years after the... Oh, God, I know she's just going to do a lot of talking. She's going to do a lot of chit-chatting. I just know it. It was 12 years after the pack was fully formed, over a decade of adventures, mischiefs, tightening of bonds. We still felt young, but the thought of retirement from our operation was getting more and more real. We even had a place picked out where we could grow old in peace. Yes, you guessed that right. The valley was always our end game, place to settle down. But none of us realized that the end was so near. We were staying for a job in town called Navis. Spent weeks there. Everybody started to get a little nervous, a little frustrated, because Jordan was planning it all on his own. He was always secretive, and we kind of got used to it, but this time something was off. He kept telling us that he was meeting with some informant. I've seen him a couple of times through the window, tall as an oak and thin as a straw. Skinny face and jug ears made him look like a rat. Beady little eyes didn't help him as well. Jordan said that he was keeping us out of the loop for the rat man's safety. So we waited and played dice, drank and waited. When Jordan finally revealed his plan, it sounded like a joke. Weeks of planning for a job so simple, we could have done it with our eyes closed. So I'm guessing it wasn't so easy after all. Yeah, that's what my conclusion would be. Supposedly, there was a lot of stolen loot in the town's hall treasury, brought in by corrupted militia. Plan was simple. Get in, steal it, back and return it to the rightful owners. Child's play. Jordan and Volrad were supposed to make a distraction when Unigost and Samber went inside the treasury, and I, as usual, was waiting with the horses, ready to run. All went according to plan, no surprises. Sorry if y'all can hear my dogs snoring. Samber and Unigost were loading the cargo onto the horses when I saw Volrad walking towards us alone. He said that Jordan split up with him and should be right back. I didn't like that. There was no reason for them to be separate, so I decided to go and check on him. I could smell his posh perfume from a mile away, so it wasn't hard. I swiftly followed his scent right into a town scribe's chamber. That's when I saw it. What did you see? If it wasn't for the ears, I would have never recognized him. His face was bashed in so hard you could almost see the floor through. Oh, goodness. Jordan was standing by the rat man's body, wiping blood off his hands. He did it with a bottle of mead, which then he took a sip of. I'll never forget how casually he looked in that moment, like it was the most normal thing to do. He hid some kind of book or journal behind his belt, and then he noticed me. For a second there I saw his true face, his pure reaction to seeing me. It wasn't fear or shame, it was just annoyance. He scowled at me for ruining his plan, for insubordination. His honest reaction, even he couldn't control. And just like that, his face changed completely. He was shocked, afraid, out of breath suddenly. Maybe even a tear was glistening in his eye. He grabbed my hand and said that we needed to run, that we were not safe, and that he would explain. So we ran to our brothers in arms, got on the horses, and escaped. I don't know. I don't know what to think about Jordan. Jordan seems like a very complex person, very complex character. I told everybody what I'd seen. Jordan broke the most sacred of rules, his own rule. He was trying to explain itself, but all that we heard was more and more lies. The trust had been broken. We were talking and arguing the whole night. At dawn, Volrad was the first to leave. We always kind of treated him like a younger brother who forced himself onto the journey, but in that moment, he was the most mature of all of us, and it was clear that the pack had come to an end. Samber left right after, then I did the same. Unigal stayed with Jordan. He couldn't leave without him. He loved him the most, even more than me. When I was walking away, I saw the face of Jordan again. Our eyes met for a split second, and they were not sad, but full of contempt. So that's how it happened. I'm sorry, Racimir. You probably expected something different. Oh gosh, it's gotten so dark. I forgot time does pass when you're in the midst of a dialogue. I can't even see her. It doesn't matter what I expected, only the truth. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought that it was his fault. Yeah, I'm gonna say that because I feel like Racimir has a very positive, like a positive opinion of his uncle, and maybe his uncle was not that great of a guy. In a way, you could say that it wasn't. He only followed his destiny, being true to his nature. What do you mean by that? Your uncle was an extraordinary man. Yeah, that's what everybody's saying. Truly brilliant, ahead of his time, I would say. His mind was able to predict things that should be unpredictable. He read people like books, and with all the excellence came a price. The perfectionist in his brain couldn't cope with losing, with being wrong. Jordan had a really short fuse sometimes. He suffered from constant loneliness. He had you, all of you, the pack, family. Everybody loved him. And yet we were the only thing persistently keeping him down, caring about us, loving us. It was a burden to him. The emotional ties made him dependent on us, weak, common, and being ordinary for him was worse than death. That's really sad, to be honest. He sounds like a monster. I'm going to say that's really sad, because it is. It is pretty sad. And I think we're just going to skip a little through this dialogue. Girl, you be talking a lot. So you know about that as well. I'm assuming he probably brought up the miscarriage that she had. Seems that Unigast and you grew really close together. Yes, he did, and I did. I'm sure that Jordan knew all about it. Or maybe their affair, because they had an affair. We'll just say, how could he? I'm so sorry, Kestrel. I feel like this is such an integral part of, like, this is an actual juicy part of their story, but because I can't even see her, it's kind of taken away from wanting to even know what's happening. Just saying. Okay, so it seems like the baby was not his. It was Unigast's. My mother always knows such things. I knew it was Unigast from the moment I felt his heart beating inside me. But you've never told any of them? No, I felt the lack of truth was a better solution in that situation, but you don't have to agree with me. I do agree there wasn't a good answer. You tried to keep them both happy, and I don't. It wasn't your decision to make. Unigast deserved to know, same as Jordan. I'm going to say that Unigast and Jordan probably should have known the paternity of the child if she felt like she knew who the daddy was. Just saying. Yeah. And she's probably going to take offense to that, so we'll say I'm sorry. Let's not talk about it any longer. There's a very important matter I've been getting to. You may think that I'm crazy, but I have to say it. I don't believe that Jordan died of natural causes. What are you saying? I think he was murdered. That's insane. What makes you say that? Yeah, I'm curious. What is she talking about? What do you know about his death? Not much, actually, only that he died peacefully in his sleep. And you just assumed it was due to an illness or old age, correct? No, yeah, I believe it did. And that doesn't add up to me. I knew Jordan, and he was always in great shape. We met a few days before his death, actually. He wanted to reconnect. He was happy. It was obvious to me that he was planning something, and that wasn't to die in bed. He didn't have any health problems, but enemies, those he surely had a surplus of. I can't believe it. Sounds far-fetched. That actually sounds very convincing. We'll say, oh, yeah, we'll say that that's very convincing. I imagine that Jordan did have a lot of enemies. I managed to find out the location of the medic who was examining Jordan's body and who decided to burn the corpse in the same day, which already seems bizarre. And you've talked with him? No, I wanted to, but demons caught up with me. Have you told anyone about from the pack about your presumptions? No, it may sound harsh, but they're suspects as well. Suspects? You're supposed to be valiant. Okay, so she's thinking that someone from their pack may potentially have done away with Jordan, may have killed him. I don't really believe they did it. I certainly hope they didn't, because she suspects at least. But we can't rule out anything at this moment, of course, and I'll be back. Alright. Thank goodness. Golly. There's so much dialogue in this. It's already dark time. Good grief. The next thing that we have to do is go talk to Dieter, but we're not doing that. Well, we've got to set up a camp because it's so late and it's hard to see. So I'm gonna get a camp started, and we'll start a new day with Racimir. Three Pines is just ahead. And I think this is the last day of fall. Hold on, let me just double check really quick. And it's day 5 of autumn. So I think what we're gonna do, I had him come this way because he was getting a little stanky. And that won't do. That just simply will not do. We do need to talk to Dieter in order to complete this next task in Unigost's story. But additionally, we also need to hunt a bear in the chapter 8 of A Big Game. So I would kind of like to find a bear and try to hunt. I am quite scared, actually. So coming back home was probably for the best, because I think I can make some more arrows for my bow. Just so that I'm prepared. That I am prepared for anything. What else? There's other things that I had kind of wanted to do that, wait, what is, recurve bow, long bow, okay. I need to collect some materials to make the arrows, but, let me like this really quick, not me getting sidetracked. Alright, here we are. There are some things that I need to kind of put up in my chest in my cabin. And yeah, I think that would be... Our little village is coming along so well. I'm so happy about it. And I forgot to ask... anybody in Hornetsa if they wanted to come on down. Come on down to our village where the housing prices are right, and I forgot to do so, so 'tis what it is. I also can't forget that I do want to be able to have Racimir connect romantically with somebody. I think that would be nice. Okay, maybe there isn't a lot of stuff that I need to put up in here. Maybe I was just dreaming that. Let me see. Some of the tools, like the extra stone axes, I really don't need, because I do have a decent one, so we'll put those up in there. So yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll have him come get him some food, fill up on some food. Let's see what we got in our storage, our food storage. And I do wonder, I don't think I've unlocked the second food storage, but fortunately it does look like we have plenty of room, so I really don't want us to, you know, overdo it with storing stuff. So let me grab some dried meat. Go ahead and fill up our food hunger need. Eating those up really quick. Nice. We're all nice and full. Our tummies are full. I didn't get a herbalist. Yeah, that's why I had went to Hornitza too, as I had thought I would ask somebody to come on. But that's okay. That's alright. Let's take a look at, I think everybody for the most part, this moods is just they're just getting by. We also probably need to get another male here. We've got Boldvina, who is the fisher lady, Solka, who works with Lesota as a hunter, Unimir, the lumberjack, and Wojciechka, who is a miner. So much to do. I'm a little overwhelmed, actually. Alright, so materials. First things first, we're going to craft some arrows, and we're going to see if we can hunt down a bear. I think that would be a fun little thing to do. I think that would be nice. Perhaps I should even go ahead and finish insulating the fisherwoman's hut. So I'll grab some clay. But we'll need some more sticks and stones and feathers in order to craft arrows. So let me grab some of these. And yeah, hunt bear. And then we'll try to carry on with our mission in Unigost's story. So yeah, let's get that taken care of. Okay, I actually did work in Three Pines, and I didn't do what I said I was going to do, okay? I said I was going to make arrows and then go try to hunt down a bear, but I got sidetracked and I built another cabin for a future villager, as well as started the foundation of a smithy. Additionally, it is winter now of year 2, and we've had a wedding. Wojciechka and Lesota, give it up. Yay! Round of applause for the 2 lovebirds. Good for them. They're now married. Love that for them. It's winter again, all nice and snowy. Love to see it. Alright, so let me show you guys what the heck is going on here. So this is the smithy. Yeah. This will be the blacksmith shop. And yeah, I think, yeah, I was trying to remember if I had in fact finished the other cottage, and I did. I'm thinking that maybe there should be a farmer or something to go here, and then this can be their cabin that they live in. I don't know. I've said this before, but the farming, I've said this so many times, the farming I don't like, and I really don't think I know how to do it. But I think it would behoove me to have someone that can manage this. And I did say that my goal for year 2 is to have 4 new villagers, and already the year is about to come to an end. Oh, looks like I got a skill point as well. I don't want to forget that. We got a skill point in farming. Yay. Careful farmer. Village whistleblower. I don't want to do this one because I don't have a horse or a donkey or any sort of, transportation. So there's no point in me getting that. 10% faster farming for the next 10 seconds. Okay. Yeah, let's go with that one. Why not? But if we look at our villagers, we already had Wojciechka, Lesota, and Unimir, and so far we've added Boldvina and Dobrosolka. So yeah, I kind of want to get 2 more villagers and then also start romance. I'd kind of thought in year 2 he would probably already have a little lady on the hook, so to speak. But I don't know. I don't think that that's going to happen in year 2. I think that's going to be goals for the next year. I don't know. We'll just have to see. I'm going to get some materials really quick, so that maybe we could try to finish up working on the smithy. I probably should have looked to see what all we would need before I came and got these materials, but that's alright. Yeah, so once I finish, I think, doing that, getting it set up, then I finally will go and hunt down a bear, and then we could try to put another dent in Unigost's story as well. I did make my arrows, so I've got my ammunition, so to speak, for hunting the bear. But yeah, I got a little sidetracked, y'all. Oh, looks like we got a tooltip for resources. It says you've just built your first smithy. Most of the items crafted here require copper, bronze, or iron before you'll be able to build a mine. You'll need to independently locate and extract the metals or buy items from vendors. Remember that you can turn off the tutorial. Okay, blah blah blah. I don't think I've actually had a I'm not sure that I've had a smithy before. I don't think I've ever made one, but I think they require hammers. So I'm just going to craft a couple of hammers, put them in here just so that whoever becomes our blacksmith has the tools they need to succeed. So yeah, we'll go ahead and dump those in there. Good. Yeah, alright, so that's good to go. Village is looking real nice. I think we'll go ahead and try to hunt down a bear. Yeah, and get that chapter taken care of. The bear has been spotted. It took me a minute to get here because I had to go through fighting wolves, and I hope there's only one bear. Sometimes with these spawn points for predators, well, for animals in general, there's 3, but I've noticed with bears there's usually 2. So hopefully that's not the case for this situation. Hopefully it's just the one. Oh gosh. Does he sense me? I don't know, but I'm so nervous. Okay. Oh, deep breaths. Okay. Yeah, he knows I'm here. My hope is that I could probably outrun him, and I don't think I can. Oh my gosh. I've not hit a dent in him at all. Oh my goodness. Okay, girl, run. Run. Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright. Where did he go? Oh, I'm so nervous. Racimir is not that strong still, even in year 2. He's not that adept at taking. I think I did at least hit him once because there's a blood spot there. Okay, he's gone back. Oh gosh, here he comes. Oh my gosh, we gotta go. We gotta run. Oh my gosh. No. Let's load back into it and try it again, okay? Round 2 of trying to take on a bear. Golly. It's just intimidating, honestly. Okay. Please just die already. Oh my gosh, fam. Goodness. See, my luck, I'll run over here and there's a whole nother bear just chilling, right? Alright, run, Racimir. Don't look back. Just kidding. Okay, where did he go? Let me get to higher. altitude so that I could see where this bear went. I feel bad because obviously there he is. Is that him? For real? Good golly. Obviously I'm in his territory. I'm in his neck of the woods. Right? And he's probably like, what are you doing here? What are you actually doing here in my home, fam? Okay, he seems to be slowing down quite a bit. Oh, and he's turning back. No, don't turn back. What the heck? What the heck? Where is he going? Oh my gosh. Dude. Oh, this is so scary. Okay. I'm just afraid that there's going to be another bear. But what in earth? Let me quick save. You never know. Oh, this is going to be so much fur. Hopefully I can get my arrows back too. Looks like we already started another chapter. What is this called? Village inhabitants? Okay, it looks like it wants us to have 10 village inhabitants. Which we have 6 already. So that's good. That's really good. I'll do another quick save. What's in this? No. I want to go in this cave so badly, but at the same time, I don't. Let's check out our skill points really quick. Got a skill point in hunting. We'll do hunting knowledge. That should be good. Back in Ghostovia, I think I was confused. I don't know why I thought Diter... I don't know why I thought I had to go to Ghostovia to find Diter, but Diter is obviously not here. But while we are here, you know, it might be good to try to see who may want to come back to Three Pines. Lubert, what you got? Why isn't his stats showing? Alright, that's okay. This gentleman here, his name is Vilkomir. He's got 2 in extraction, hunting, 1 in farming, 2 in everything else. I think I'm looking for, I think I'm going to ask Vilkomir to come be a villager. And I think I could put him to work in the herbalist hut. I'm creating a new settlement. Great, either. Let's go ahead and assign him a position really quick. Vilkomir. Okay. So survival 2. Let's assign him a job. Herbalist hut. Is herbalism considered survival? Or do I have that confused with something else? I don't know. Yeah, it is. Okay. Alright, buddy, hold on. Let me get you a job. Because I know you want to work. I know you're itching to work. We'll go ahead and assign him a home. We'll assign him his own house. Let's see, I want to assign him one that's closer to the herbalist cabin. So Vilkomir will go there. And we'll assign him a work position as an herbalist. There's really not much he can do, honestly, right now, because it's winter. It's winter, and there's really nothing for him to do because, yeah, there's just not. Most everything is dead in the winter. And yeah, he can't really, but I could probably go ahead and have him try to collect some of this stuff for, you know, spring and whatnot. And then what I'll have to do is try to craft like wooden bottles so that he can make potions too. That's the other thing. That's something that is crafted in the woodshed. So at this time, I really don't have the materials, like the ingredients, for example, to make any of these potions. Ooh. So this will definitely be tasks that he'll have to get done next season. And then by that point, I'll craft a bunch of wooden potion bottles so that he can have enough, to do. Another thing that I probably accept changes, yeah. Another thing that I should probably do is get somebody to tend the well situation. Oh, and make moves. Make moves for a lady. What's her name? Vislava. How old is she? Do we know? She's a little bit older than Racimir, so she's probably not going to be interested. And I'm starting to think Lubert is just here trying to chat up her, so I guess we'll just keep things moving. We'll just keep things going. Yeah, so great. We've already got 7 out of 10 villagers inhabiting our spot, which is fantastic. Oh, not him coughing. My man. Chill out with that, okay? Should I go find Dieter? Should I go back home? I feel like I probably should hit the ride here and go back home to fulfill some stuff because it looks like some of my villagers are missing tools. Day 2 of winter. Okay, so I ended up moving the new guy, Philippians, to actually handle well extraction for now. Next season, I'll move him back to being the village herbalist. But for now, he's going to work the well. Yeah. I think I should probably make a pig shed too. I feel like I'm stalling to meet Dieter, and I know that I'm stalling, and the reason why I'm stalling is because of the dialogue. It's a lot of dialogue to go through. It's not that I'm not interested. I am, right? It's a lot. It's a lot of dialogue. So I think what we should do is make a pigsty. Why the heck not? The pigsty will procure manure for us, which is wonderful. Additionally, we could, raise some pigs, have another source of meat that's not just whatever the hunter hunts, which I assume is deer and maybe some moose. But yeah, I think that would be lovely because then we could actually think about the next villager being someone who does farm work, right? Should the pigsty go? Could you imagine like having a pigsty in this close proximity to your home? But I feel like this would actually be like legit, right? Like back in the day, you couldn't really be too picky, right? About this sort of thing with like I don't know. You couldn't be too picky. They couldn't afford to be aesthetic, right? They couldn't afford to say, heck no, I don't want to live near the pigsty. It's like, well, we don't really have a choice, right? I mean, I don't know. But I wonder if this would be okay. I kind of want the animals to have like their own area so that it doesn't feel like everything's on top of each other. Like I like the spaced out lay of the land, so to speak, because it gives me the ability to kind of move around, right? Like I'm not claustrophobic. It's stuck in, everything's clumped together and clustered in together. So I feel like the animals having their own space makes sense. I'm just gonna put this thing here, okay? It's out of the way. Nobody can really see it behind the cabin, behind this cottage thing. And I could even fence it in a little bit, make it feel more official. But yeah, I just feel like I want everything to feel very spaced, but like it's its own section. Like this is obviously the farming part of the village, at least for now. This is always subject to change in the future. And this is more of the hunting, gathering section of the village, whereas up toward the entrance, is more of like the city center. Oh, I forgot to get this rabbit. Jeez. This thing's been chilling here this whole time. We'll go ahead and arm that too so I don't forget. But yeah, we'll have Vilcamir just handle the well extraction for now, and then I'll change him over to doing something else. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I need to get materials in order to finish building out that pigsty. Look at me all over the place. If it's not obvious that I have ADD, then I don't know. I don't know what else to tell you. I get sidetracked very easily, very, very easily. Okay, so let's collect some stone. We'll need some stone for our pigsty build, and then we'll get some sticks as well. Get about 20 of those. I know I'm gonna need more, but I have to keep in mind what all Racimir can hold. Additionally, I made some, I had a lot of leather. So we got some simple bags that we can sell in town once we finish this up, of course. I mean, I am tempted to just try to knock out having the 10 villagers. We're so close. So very, very close. And like I said, the dieter thing is keeping me from... because I know it's going to be a lot of talking. And it's already the end of the year, right? It's already the end of the year. It's already winter. Winter is upon us. And, you know, I don't know. I don't know if I want to finish that out. I think I need to just keep my head down, focus on building up the village. That's what we'll do. Forget about the Dieter, whatever his name is. Mission, quest. We're not focusing on that, okay, y'all? We're going to focus on building up the village, getting to 10 villagers, and then, you know what? I know I said him getting a romantic interest may be something that we put off to the next season, but heck. I think we're going to try to get a lady friend to just, you know, just flirt with, have something to look forward to. Racimir needs something to look forward to. I mean, he's already putting in all the hard work of building up this village. You know what I mean? We're in Rolnitsa because we're going to purchase some pigs. Oh, and I now have 8 villagers. I recruited another gentleman to come and live at our village. His name is Lutomist, and he is now the blacksmith. So there you go. Alright, so let's get our wares. Okay, so how do I think I just purchased them, yeah. 700. Oh my gosh. Do y'all have any more cheaper pigs? Oh, look at the babies. They're so cute. Okay, so they're all gonna be 700. Piglet. Oh, they're so cute. Piglets are 140, but how long does it take them to actually mature? That's the real question, isn't it? It might. I mean, are they gonna produce? Are they gonna produce like manure for me? Will they produce manure, like enough? You know what? We'll just do it. It's a lot cheaper. It's a lot cheaper than the adult. I'm not ready to spend that much coin on on pigs, if I'm being perfectly honest. Another thing that I need to probably think about building is a chicken coop. But I don't know if I'm ready to do that. Let's see if there's villagers here in Rolnitsa that we can talk to. Yeah. Alright. Hello, everybody. What the heck? Is that thing stuck? This bird is like stuck. Y'all see that? Sorry. I know somebody's gonna be like, oh my gosh, girl, why did you do that? It's because it's literally glitched out and stuck on here, so might as well. Okay. Let me get my stone arrow. Check out some of these hooks. She's 22. She's 23. We're looking for a lady, okay? This is Dobramila. And Shvabora. I don't know. Maybe we could talk to Dobramila. Dobramila is very pretty. I wonder if we could romance her. Let's, you seem very interesting. Can I ask you something? Yeah. What brought you here? Ambition. If you want to be somebody, you need to broaden your horizons. Explore, learn. Only then I'll be able to reach my true potential. Okay. Okay. We'll say, nice weather we have today, don't you think? Do you prefer sunny or rainy days? It's not raining, Racimir, but alright. Sun, of course. Rain is the enemy of fine dresses and hairdos. Okay. We'll say, actually, never mind. We already have a 12% affection with her already. She seems a little high maintenance, so maybe could we do small talk? Let's ask what's on her mind. Did you ever think about dropping everything and hiding somewhere in the wild? All I need is a small cabin in the woods, and the best part is no taxes. Okay. How's your day? Year by year, this permanent cold makes me depressed. The only gain is that prey is easier to spot in the snow, but that does not compensate for the freezing. Okay. What is she good at? Oh, no. Dobramila doesn't have very much skill points. But you know what? That might not be a bad thing. I don't know. I don't know. Rolnitz, how far is Rolnitz up to our home, too, I wonder? Because I don't know if I want to commit to, like... I don't think it's that far, honestly. I don't think it's that far away. Okay, so I think we should head back home. We got our pigs, and in the process, we got Ludomist, who is now our village blacksmith, which is great. What else? And we've also started some flirtation with Dobramila, though she may not be in game. I don't know. You know, we've kind of been through this route before when it comes to talking to the ladies. And then it not kind of working out, so there's that. Yeah. At this time, though, like, I feel like we're at a good start with, like, a good, we're in the good with our village, let me say that. Like, we've got, I was looking through, is that a wolf? Oh my gosh, it is. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. No, go away, go away. No. No. Oh my gosh. Run, Racimir, run. Oh my gosh. Annoying. You know what? We'll just take the wagon back towards home because that was crazy. But I was looking at all of our supplies, and we have so many supplies. Like, we have a good stock on stuff, so I feel like we're doing pretty good. Let's, jeez. Everything is so expensive. Denitsa, yeah. Let's go. The pigs are in the pigsty. I can't get this one to go back toward... Look, they're all walking around outside of their... When they go back into the pigsty, I'm going to finish up that fence so that they can't get out. Because that's going to be annoying to try to wrangle in a bunch of pigs. Anywho, it's snowing. It's blizzarding, actually. Not really, but kind of. Yeah. On the docket for today, we are officially in day 3 of winter, by the way, just so you know. On the docket for today is to continue with establishing our village inhabitants. I had also started insulating this cabin here where the pigsty is located. It does need to be finished before it is completed. Nobody lives here, I don't think. Yeah, this is an empty one. Like I said, I do think I need to get someone who can farm up in here. But yeah, at this time everybody is pretty much occupied. Let's go over roll call, shall we? We have Baldvina, Dobrosolka, Lasoda, Ludimist, Unamir, Vilkomir, and Wojciechka. So yeah, that's the whole lot. I think now we could probably get another lady so that we can even out who, male to female, who's all living here, etc. So yeah, the next villager will be a lady. Well, actually it may be two ladies, because who knows, maybe we can get what was her name? What was her name? Was it Dobromila? Maybe we could get her to join our village. I don't know. We'll just have to see how that works. But anyway, let me go ahead and get I lost the direction that I was trying to go. Oh yeah, clay. I need to get some clay so I can make some more daub. I don't think I'll have enough. Yeah, with only 14 clay mounds, clay balls. I don't know if I'll have enough to make a substantial amount of daub. So yeah, there's that. Fortunately, we do have some clay pits right across the road from us, so I could very well have Racimir just collect clay himself rather than waiting on Wojciechka to go and extract that material. But yeah, let me see if I can go ahead and at least get some of this knocked out. Yeah, we've got like we've got 3. Yeah, only 3 sides left. Okay, so then yeah, maybe we should go ahead, try to collect some of that clay. I really don't want to go back to Denitsa to see, because there's not really anybody there. As far as like villagers go that I'm interested in having here, because I think I've already exhausted the pickings from over there. Do you know what I mean? I don't think it would be a fruitful endeavor, is what I'm trying to say, to go back over there and get a villager. I just don't. But at the same time, I don't know, like, the traveling back and forth is kind of getting on my nerves. But, it might be a necessary thing that I have to do. I do wonder, where should I go next? It's been a minute since I've gone over to, like, the Yazeritsa area, which, is actually down toward that way. So perhaps that is where I should go. You know what I mean? In order to get another villager. And you know what? I may even try my luck at establishing a romance connection there as well, in the Yazeritsa area. Perhaps, I don't know. Dobromila is in Rolnitsa, and that's pretty far away when I looked at it on the map compared to where Three Pines is located. So I just don't want to, I just don't know if it's worth it. I really don't. I mean, I don't know if, I feel bad saying this, but I don't know if, I don't know if Dobromila is worth it. I don't know if she's worth the hike to get over there to try to romance, you know what I mean? And it did seem as if she is a bit on the high maintenance side. Some of her responses to both the small talk and to the romancing was just very high maintenance coded. Nothing wrong with that, okay? Nothing wrong with being a girl that is a little on the expensive side, a little on the snooty McJudy side. But we are pretty much roughing it still kind of out here, like this is a very small village. Even though we are near a town, we still lack a lot of things, a lot of accommodations that she might be used to. I don't know. I'm just rambling at this point, honestly. I'm just rambling. I'm just rambling, girl. Okay. Let's finish wait, no. I have to go make the daub first now that I've got the clay. So let me go ahead and do that really quick. Get this all nice and done. You can't name the pigs, by the way. I know somebody's probably thinking, did you name your pigs? I don't think you can name them. I mean, I could see, but I don't know. I don't think you can. You might. You might can. Hold on. Let's check this out for a second. Pigs. We got the piglet, male pig, female pig. Oh, you can. Okay. Okay, so day 4 of winter. And here's what has transpired. So we have completed the last chapter of obtaining 10 villagers. So we officially have 10 villagers. And so here's what I've done. By the way, now we're in chapter 10. The dynasty continues. If you guys take a look at the right hand side of the screen, we now have to get a wife and have an heir. So that kind of works out perfectly in a way. Because I got 2 new ladies as villagers. Radislava, hold on, let me show you guys. Radislava is now working as a miner. She is also no, she's not the oldest, but she is the oldest lady here. And she is currently living with, I think, Vilkomir. I think they both live together. Vilkomir and Radislava live together. What else? Oh, okay. Additionally, I asked for Norberta, who is going to be taking care of the pigs, to come and live in the village. She currently resides in this little hut here, but she is going to, I'm going to have him try to romance her. And the reason is she has higher stats than Dobromila from Rolnitsa. And also, like I said, Rolnitsa is kind of far away. In hindsight 2020, it's actually it's actually the same distance from Yazeritsa to Rolnitsa. But I didn't want to, yeah. You know how it is. I felt like it was a longer track, and I went to Lesnitsa first, which maybe I should not have done that. I don't know, but it helped me at least achieve that chapter, to complete that chapter. Oh, and the pigs' names, just to touch base on that, are as Pork Chop and Penelope. So those are the names of the pigs, Pork Chop and Penelope. Did I see something over here earlier? Is it deer? We got deer down here? Or have the Vicent returned? Because if they have... No, okay, that's a deer. That's great. We now have a deer spawn kind of close by the village, which is fantastic. So yeah, now they could come through here, take care of the little piggies. See, look at them. Look at their little booties. They're so cute. Penelope is sleeping. Pork Chop is lurking. Oh, here she is. This is Norberta. Can we go ahead and try to romance her some while she is here doing her job? She's probably like, I'm trying to work. Can you not? You seem very interesting. Can I ask you something? Let's ask her, do you have a favorite color? Mine's brown. I don't really know why. It just always made me feel safe. Really? Ours is brown? Okay. Orange. It suits me. I think I'm like a flame, hot, and love to dance in the wind. Okay. Let's ask her something else. I'm permanently in love with this land. How do you like it here? Where do you come from? Tell me. Yeah, let's ask this. Imagine an enormous forest, but the trees are all buildings. Survival is as demanding as is in the wilderness, and most of the time you're not the one hunting. Great taverns, though. Okay, so she's a city girl. She is city girl. All right. Okay. Well, we've gotten some affection with her already. I think. Yeah, 12%, which was about what we had with the other chick. I'm fine with that. I hope the pig doesn't. Okay, yeah. The pig doesn't escape. So this is Norberta's temporary lodging. She's not going to stay there forever. She's going to move in with us once she becomes our lady. But it probably will take us until next season, in hindsight, to be able to romance her, enough to, like, pop the question of marriage. So there's that. But yeah, everybody is working away, working hard. No one is hardly working. Let's check in with everybody, see what everyone's up to. I don't know why, I just enjoy doing that, like seeing everybody work and do what they're supposed to do. It's just nice. So we got Unimir over here, the lumberjack, on the wood shaving log cutting thing. He's doing what he's doing. I guess those are called sawhorses. Is that what that is? He's doing it, whatever it is. Over here, we've got Vilkomir, who is our water gatherer. He works on well extraction. Love that for him. He's also bunkmates with Radislava, who is our miner / excavator number 2. So she helps Wojciechka down there in the excavation shed, doing what she be doing. Love that. And you know what? Because Wojciechka and Lasoda are married, it would not surprise me that by next season they shall have a little baby. And that having Radislava as the new miner or like excavation person, because anytime I say miner, I think it makes it seem like I'm talking about a child. It's like a miner in a mine. But yeah, if she becomes pregnant, she'll be out of commission for like 2 years in game, I believe. So it'll be nice to have a backup excavation person to help with. Where is everybody at? Oh my gosh. Hello? Where is everyone? Here is what's her name? Boldvina and Ludamist. Boldvina and Ludamist. Who knows? They might get married too. Where is she? Where's Boldvina? Boldvina is our fisherwoman. She is the lady of the sea, but she's nowhere to be seen. So perhaps she's out there somewhere looking for fish. Don't know. Ludamist is oh wait, who's this? Is this her right here? No, it's Wojciechka. Wojciechka is busy doing her gathering of materials. And where is Lasoda? Lasoda around here? They're probably down here somewhere doing their jobs. Most likely. You get the gist, though. Y'all get the gist. Everybody is working hard, working very, very hard to make certain that Three Pines turns into the beautiful village that it's always meant to be. So I guess we could go ahead and now kind of start some progress on Dieter, talking to Dieter for Unigoth's story. Should we? Should we not? I don't know. I kind of want to save it because I think it'll be a long thing. So yeah, I think what we'll do is just clean up around here, or what I'll do is tie up some loose ends. I think I do want to like go ahead, finish fertilizing that field over yonder, maybe build another hut as well, another cabin for another potential villager, because we have some stuff that needs to be filled as far as like work. Where would I? Okay, girl. She don't like talking about nothing. Okay. Anyway, I'm starting to wonder. I'm starting to think that the piglets do not produce manure, which I'm kind of sad about, if I'm being honest. But what can you do? Anyway, I think I'm going to just try to work and build another cabin, get that situated, because we still have enough. I think we have enough. Yeah, we're now in the development stage of a hamlet, and we can build up to 60 buildings, which is fantastic. Though I'm not entirely wanting to have like probably more than 25 buildings right now, because if you look, our taxes is already in the 400 range, and I actually don't have the dough for that. So that's another thing, is I need to kind of craft some stuff to sell. So I think this will be a good stopping point. I'll take the last day of winter to kind of to like get some stuff done. I can't imagine that anything exciting will transpire, if I'm being perfectly honest. I've made some boots that I could hopefully put up for sale. Some winter shoes. Yeah, we'll sell those for sure. But yeah, I think we'll end it off here, and I'll definitely do some work around Three Pines. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, it was a long one. You can expect all of these Medieval Dynasty ones will be very long, and sometimes it will take me forever to actually come back and do these, because I have to take breaks in between. But if you liked this video, please consider subscribing, sticking around to see what is in store for Racimir for next year, for year 3, if you can believe it. With that being said, God bless, stay safe, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye.